Down here, salt is a way of life.
That is pretty much don't get hit moment. Oh my god, you got hit!
Oh my god!
It's about to get burned out. It was so clean.
And there it is, the nice reaction to DI. Hadouken!
Doesn't want any of it. Trying to try and push again. Caught him jumping back. Overhead, still going.
Yeah, he can indeed just chip, but
Oh no way!
and he got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and Rose's cam will be black for the rest of the stream.
Well, if you could, I don't know what's happened there. I was well excited to get right into it. Barritos, I'll give you another copy of my link. Hold on.
I know,
But anyway.
it's me on, I do it on purpose.
Oh my god, listen, yeah. He's a bit of a hater, you know. He's a bit of a hater. It's because I've been away for so long. He's treating me like this already,
Yeah,
you
and then
see.
you're coming.
Oh, no.
Then you're coming 20 minutes too late.
Hey.
No, listen, yeah. Right, everyone, welcome to another round of Saltmine League. I am your boy, Rizzy,
Already
joined by my
filed.
friend. Yeah, wait, listen, yeah. Let's go away now. Let me talk. It's our turn. It's our turn to talk now. All right. You hear the silence, isn't it wonderful? But yes, I am your boy Ruzu, joined by my friend Swartz. Swartz, am I saying that right?
Schwarz is the
Schwarz.
proper
Means
German
black.
pronunciation, but Schwarz is fine, man. Like,
Alright,
I don't
Schwarz.
care.
Alright, so right, we'll go with it. And of course, we are here with our tournament number 4 for the season 5 of Street Fighter 6. This is going to be some good fun here. Of course, I can see some excellent names we were talking about this previously before we went live. I can see my boy Andre Seed1, is it? Oh my goodness, Andre Seed1. What has he been doing? He's been doing some damage since I've been away. That's nice to see.
He's number 1 on the rankings right now.
Yeah, I don't know why Chico's number 2. That needs to be sorted very quickly. We need to get Chico off that number 2
quite
ranking.
alright, man. That's good.
No, Chico is a phenomenal player, of course, and we can see people all lined up to play. 99 people have entered today, which is fantastic to see. A regular, consistently high number for Saltmine. Of course, the premier Street Fighter 6 online bracket for your Sunday viewing, you know. But are there anyone to stand out to you? You know, as you've been kind of getting involved with Saltmine as well, who's been standing out to you in particular?
I've been getting a big fan of Scepter Sonium recently, who has been doing amazingly with Geef. Like, how do you even do that? And then he had to play grand finals against Garnet, which was just painful.
Yeah,
last week.
The thing about Scepter, I just want to pick up on him a little bit because I remember the first time I saw him, it was that crossover last year. And it was the first time I ever saw him play, and since then he's kind of grown on me, and his way he streams, there's no shout out to him. If you want to give him a kind of a follow and watch him stream, right, he's such an entertaining, vibrant character, such fun to watch and such full of life. I love to see it because this game can make a lot of people angry, in particular myself. So you know,
you want them. You get mad easily. Or?
I don't even like playing this game. Don't put it that way. Oh god!
Just like talking
Sometimes
about
I think, goodness sake. But you know what? I'll tell you what, right? When you see Scepter saying, he's like, yeah, good job, man, amazing. Like he's proper complimented. That's kind of just so bubbly. You know, I love to watch him play.
Dude, I feel like you have to do that a little bit, right? You have to like kind of force yourself to be like positive sometimes. Some people it comes like naturally. For me, it's like a 50-50. Depends on like my mood on the day, you know. But usually, I'm trying to force it a little bit as well because it makes you play better as well, you know. If you don't get like salty.
Yeah, it's funny because when I go to offline brackets, I don't even care if I lose. This is the funny thing, right? I don't even care. But like.
But ranked matches, man. Ranked matches.
Ranked matches, like, listen, why are you playing like a toad? What's wrong with you? Like, calm down. What is Quiggy? Quiggy, we're gonna have words afterwards. I'll see your versus fighting. He's sending me some hate mail on my DMs right now.
Oh no!
I'm gonna call him out. No, he's funny. He said, but you know what, right? I can't wait to see some excellent action. Of course, we saw some Geef back-to-back action, right? For our first 2 stream matches.
I think so. Both of our first 3 matches with both Cherub and who's the other one? Grat also coming up. Both Geef players.
From
so
Germany, by the way, also.
And both from Germany as well. So we're getting. Yeah, we have three German teams.
Made second place last weekend. Septisonian.
Exactly.
Yeah,
against Garnet, the suffering match in grand finals. But yeah,
worst match of all time.
Oh yeah,
we're getting right into it.
Here we go. Cherub is here. And
Gumius is playing like 1 million characters. I swear to God, I'm joking. So I remember him being particularly on Blanca at the very beginning. You know, Street Fighter. Moving into Bison now, Cammy. You know, there's no harm in playing top tiers, I'd say.
Yeah, I was about to say, you told me we would see a little bit of Bison action, but instead we get to see some Cammy, which, you know, I'm not terribly sad over. But of course, you know,
I'm
gotta be biased a little bit for my boy Cherub here. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Cherub definitely be putting in some work. Nice machine gun chops to start us off with there. And this is meant to be a difficult matchup for Cammy, right? She has to get in, and if she can't close the gap, or if she can't get her flow going so well, it becomes very difficult. And
I mean, she can kind of. We saw that. Oh, that's a nice confirm there. Nice from Cherub getting the first one. But who was it? It was Akira, I believe, against. Who's the Japanese Geef player? I'm blanking on the name right now. It doesn't really matter. Basically, what they did is they just overwhelmed the Geef player by just getting close and then pressing lights over and over and over again, because Geef doesn't have reversal, right? So you just want to overwhelm him if you don't have any projectiles. But it's hard to get started because you always run that risk of getting grabbed or turned around somehow. Like a small mistake and you're done.
That's the thing. The thing with Geef is take 1/3 of your health with that SPD. Heavy SPD. Almost lights out. Nice little sequence here to follow up.
Oh my goodness.
And the thing is, not in burnout, or recovers from burnout rather. Not forcing Gumius just yet. That's beautiful. Actually, he might be able to kill.
Okay, the reversal. Cherub now in burnout as well. That could be disastrous. Well, the eye coming in. Good advanced read here from Gumius. Let's see if they can close this out. Level 2 coming through here for the damage. Breaking the back of Cherub right there, but not quite breaking him all the way because he's still alive in burnout. And there's the trade, and that's going to work out for Cherub taking the first game.
Yeah, very nice from Cherub to kind of hold it out there. Killer Bee spin wasn't quite enough. I think it was a bit of an early spend there. I know you wanted to get as much damage out as possible, but regardless, first game to Cherub, and it is first to all the way until we get to that top 8. Of course, we are following the CPT format. You know, we'll come into looking at some CPT dates later for you guys. Of course, a lot of the regions held here at Saltmine. Right now, low and drive by, he's just edging it out. Like what he's doing, he's kind of tapping away. So you see all these small little hits, they're adding up. And I think it's really important, especially as you're zoning. He's almost playing like a zoner as he's closing in. Like every time he's checking for his check.
Which is incredibly funny, right? Because usually it's Geef getting zoned out, but in this particular matchup, it is really just the Geef trying to get the Cammy out of close range, and then with the armor coming through here, standing heavy punch, charging that up, and Cherub on match point now, doing amazingly so far. But let's see, Gumius coming in now.
Yeah, coming in that dive kick, pushing him into the corner. He takes a throw for his troubles and actually gets the corner from himself. What a lovely chop, but doesn't confirm it into further damage. Jumps out for free. And the side switch once again. They're fighting for the corner here. Just keep side switching.
Yeah, they just keep jumping out of the corner and it works for both of them. But here is a grab once again. Massive damage. One good read here. Cherub with a level 3 of course as well. You have to be really, really deliberate with your offense right now. Good check on the drive for soul. Cherub now in burnout, but there is the grab. Just a slither of HP left on Gumius.
Yeah, Gumius is looking for an opportunity here. He knows it's lights out after this. Even someone in chat. Oh my goodness, running bear grab to take you down, baby. And that is 2-0 to Cherub. Very quick. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kind of move to Bison, but perhaps he's testing. I think it's really important to kind of test new characters as you play them, right?
For sure.
So I think what I'm liking the idea here right now. I think he just wants to kind of try out Cammy and see how it goes. And you know, fair play. I appreciate that, and I think it's good to see different kind of characters come through and different people, because we've seen, as I mentioned,
scary man. Looking forward to his performances in World War Germany. You know?
For sure, for sure. Cherub can make a good case for himself, I think. But that running bear grab, man, that was so incredibly fun. It's not even the OD version. You know, usually if Geefs go for that move, they go for the OD version because it's like faster and stuff. They go for out of a light kick or something. But dude, like just almost looked a little bit disrespectful, but the armor gets you sometimes, man. If you don't think about it, if you don't have it on your mental stack, man, you get caught. That's
Slips you in a moment's notice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I could see Andre lined up to fight. Missed my. I've got so many friends here. It's funny because I made friends with so many people. I could call all of these guys my friends. They missed as well. So I lined up to fight Andre. Just need to buy some. We don't see that on stream, unfortunately. Soundboy on stream as well, or not on stream rather. But we'd have seen that actually. I know there's so many games you want to see, but you can't line everyone up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if you want to be my friend, you can subscribe to the Saltmine League channel, or put claim these codes on Match Arena.
Exactly.
you
So
definitely can do that. Yes, Match Arena right there. 38. It's a 36 codes. Lovely. 36 codes already waiting for you guys to be gobbled up. If anything, right, we want to see all of these cleaned up before you even top 16. We're quite good at it here, considering, but there's times where people get a bit lazy and we have to beg as commentators, isn't it? It's the worst feeling.
Nah, I think people are motivated today. We have lots of people watching as well. So if you guys were so inclined, it takes like 1 minute. It would be much appreciated. Also, if you feel extra generous, you can directly contribute as well, so we can reach that $100 goal, so we can pay out the top 2, which would also be super nice. So that would be amazing. I also already see some coupons getting claimed right now, so thank you guys for already doing the work. But yeah, man, next up, another Geef.
That's yeah. We are. Grat is an old head. I remember seeing Grat very early, and I've not seen him so active recently. But it's nice to see him in the bracket once again. I'm not familiar with Darkmus, so I'd like to see who they play. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting. As we. All right, interesting. All right, Jamie player. Jamie coming into the spotlight recently. You know, shouts to Kane, obviously. I just remember playing Kane at Red Bull Kumite, and I'm thinking I was having one of the most fun sets I've ever played. When I entered the France Kumite, the 10th anniversary one, and I was thinking he's really, really good, and it's good to see him kind of in action because you can see the strength of the player shining through the character. And I think Jamie's, shout out to Bolty, who likes to downplay a lot. Bolty knows I'll call him out on it. But this character is actually far better than people perceive it to be.
I think so as well, especially since he got the boss where he gets like some drive back when drinking. I think that has been like a better buff than people give it credit for. Like, it keeps it just so healthy on drive, and Jamie, he likes to spend drive. You need to get in with drive first to get that reversal started, because it always needs to get like a little bit of a drink, and you already see, man, the Geef is doing the work.
The issue is when you've got lack of defensive options. Okay, he's got his arrow kick, his DP, but the lack of defensive options can also make you pay the price. If you go for drive reversal, it's a guaranteed heavy SPD for Geef, and that's what, 3,500 damage, I believe, something like that. So
yeah, something ridiculous.
That's a third of your health. Like, that is insane. So you've got to be really wary of your options. You can't let it knock you down. And most players would consider this in Jamie's favour. They were Geef, especially that 5-frame heavy punch. So Sortionating, it's so annoying sometimes when I see them break a heavy punch. Oh my god.
Breaks armor as well because then multiple hits, right? So you can't really
armor
through it with a heavy punch either. Oh my goodness, that was insane. The SPD as a reaction on the drive rush in, and now Grat is going in all the way. Almost gets the kill here. Going for that punch. Perfect parry on that one though. Is going to get Darkmus out of that situation, at least temporarily.
Yeah. Going to see a Fierce possibly come charge through. Yeah, look, he's trying to find an opportunity to kind of clip him on that. Gotta be careful now. CA is there. Might look to conserve it. The impact.
Can you kill
I think you can definitely kill here without spending. Should go for double. Should have gone for double swagger step.
Oh, that's greedy. Oh no. Oh, Darkmus.
Careful now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, he tries to clip him.
No.
Great choice.
Bro.
Really good choice. Because you activated that GI first. You would have clipped him first.
Yeah.
So no, you had to react with parry there. Wasn't ready for it, unfortunately.
That was definitely not the play here for Darkmus. Oh, and they got, look at that damage coming in, of course, from the Geef. That's already starting off right.
One more SPD, Grat. See you doing it. Drink on cue here. Gets a dive kick. Gets the arrow kick. Set up the safe jump. There you go.
Bro,
parry.
We have 6 Germans in the bracket today, and 3 of them are Geef players.
Oh dear.
German insanity, I love it.
Right, looking for an opportunity here to parry, to drive us right in, the drive reversal to get him off. And right now, Grat doesn't have to do very much, he's got the life lead, he can close the gap if he wants to, but he just has to be very careful of getting clipped, and that was it. That was actually Darkmus' escape. Like, that's dead.
The empty jump SPD, of course, absolute classic. That the reach on that every single time, man, like that.
Well,
like
parry
SPD.
the parry extends his hurt box, so that's why. Because he chose to parry there as an anti-air, he actually got punished for trying to parry anti-air. You don't parry anti-air against Give. That's definitely not the option.
Yeah, I feel like you never do that because you always have to have the risk of the empty jump into the SPD, right? Look at those reactions though on Grat, just always catching Darkmus, trying to approach with a drive rush, always having an answer ready. Well, not quite there, but still. Oh, and there it is again! Once again, get the grab, and not only that, the burnout as well. This is dire. Oh, the knee!
Lovely, and Grat taking that first game, or second game rather, his first set for himself. Moving on swiftly in that bracket. Given Darkmus just dropped a couple instances, and actually he had kind of opportunities, but he didn't capitalize where he could have. So it comes under, nerves, all that types of things that happens. So, it's nice to see some new faces and, just keep it up because it was definitely a good set nonetheless.
For sure, but guys, the good news is, of course, that... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, this was over too quick. We are ahead of schedule. We have no
Why don't we get the Saltmine schedules up for World Warrior readers? How don't we have those?
That's what I was, bringing up.
Oh, great minds think alike, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, well, there we can see the World Warrior EU Northeast, Nordic East. 7 PM CEST, 6 PM British Standard Time. Well, I mean, British Standard Time you won't be entering anyway, but 26th of June. Get it in your calendars. You've got the whole schedule now. Obviously, be wary of any change dates that Vitas will notify you about in the future, but these are the set dates for now. 27th for the UK and Ireland. Yes, UK and Ireland.
There it is.
Ooh. I remember I entered every single one last year, but never got to enter because I commentated all of them. So it's like...
Oh, it's
it is like the
messaging.
Wow, and of course, where we have there, Swartz.
Yeah, of course, followed up by US the day after, right? And then finishing it off with the best region in all of Europe, of course, Germany coming up on that Sunday, 29th of June. So
I just realised I'm outnumbered.
Oh, hell yeah, you are.
Oh dear.
What do you
but
mean?
Of course...
Germany is the best region, man.
Is that why you're a super qualifier?
Yeah.
You're not.
No, that's why we are not the super qualifier.
So how can you be the best region if you're not a super qualifier?
Because we are so good. If we
I can hear you smiling right now, Vitas, while I was trying to answer my question.
If we let more people to Capcom Cup, it would be too easy for us. That's why we decided.
Is that right? Oh, I see.
We don't need it, man. We don't need it.
Okay. So just need one man to take the distance. Okay, I see. So I will take the 2 people, no problem. Shout out to the UK crew. Hopefully we'll see. Everywhere is kind of stacked. We look at France in particular. We look at Germany. Look at all these that kind of regions, right? And there's so much talent in one kind of plot of land, and it's crazy to think that there's only such a few amount of people that can actually qualify.
But I feel like that's the fun thing about Europe is that we have so many strong communities stacked so closely on top of each other, and almost always makes it for like a banger bracket. Doesn't matter how small or big the bracket is, always like fun to watch. Good news, by the way, for everybody who is a fan of the Giefs and the German Giefs. They're all doing well so far, and also you would be doing well to come into the Hessen Crash coming up very, very soon here, 20th to 22nd of June, near the Frankfurt area. I'll be there, Ritus will be there. It's going to be a super fun event, super stacked as well, so definitely come around.
Will be there as well.
I will be there, I will be there.
Yeah,
I'll be commentating Street Fighter 6. If anything, guys, make sure you get signed up before the 31st because the standard registration I think ends on the 31st of May. So make sure you get signed up. Zerna, you better sign up because you ain't got a choice, mate. I'll make you come. I'll pull you by the ear. But I think it's definitely really important to support our events.
Zerna, the man.
Yeah, shout out to Zana. He's a boy. He ain't a man yet. He's still growing up.
He says.
Pause. I'll literally pull you by that. He's actually taller than me. It's funny because I'm like 10 years, 15 years older than him.
He's almost as tall as me.
I'm not a boy. Damn. Grown ass. Oh, well. I'll leave that to you to prove to us when you win some more competitions. I want to see you win some. You're going to crossover because he won crossover last year actually. And I was so exceptionally proud of him when he won crossover last year because it was nice to see him work so hard. I saw him work hard for it. So I'm as tall as you with hair now. Oh damn, Ritas. Ritas ain't got no hair, unfortunately. You can see he always great. He loves his
Ah,
cats.
these times are over, bro.
I'm lucky. I'm holding on for.
No,
I'm holding on.
I'm actually happy I have no hair anymore.
It's actually easier, isn't it? I bet.
Way
Yeah.
better.
Nah, I can't imagine an egghead Ruzu. I'm sorry. I need my hair. There's no way.
Everybody, the good news is every male can run a bald head as long as he has a beard. But bald
True.
without beard looks terrible.
No, that just looks weird. But as long as you have a beard going, dude, like it's fine. But yeah, I'm also holding on for dear life. But you can't really see it because I'm shaving the sides of my head, so
Okay.
it kind of vanishes, you know. So it's.
I'll be
it's a
I'm
good
kind of.
stretch.
I've got some good genes at the moment, so I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm quite lucky, but I don't really put products in my hair. I used to when I was younger, but I don't put products in my hair anymore. That's kind of how I look after it. It's just more like, you know, simple, good tea gel, and that's about it.
Oh,
Zona,
that's good.
why didn't you enter today? By the way, I'm sad, my boy.
True. You know, being in chat and not entering.
Love how I say my man.
Something's wrong there.
He knew what. I mean, it says my boy.
Now
Essentially, but
yeah,
only-
you know he didn't enter. That's why he's only a boy today.
Oh, I see. Soundboy and Senor Power already.
Oh,
This is
speaking of boys,
You playing Claire
This is-
Obscure? Okay, you are excused.
You know what, right? This is kind of early to see these guys in the bracket, and it's kind of insane. That goes to show it's a testament to how strong the bracket is and how many amazing players are in there. Senor Power, of course, was in that top 8. I believe it was an external qualifier for Red Bull Community. I can't remember how it was exactly, but it was like a French internal one.
I just
but he wasn't
spoiled
that- he
you
wasn't that bracket.
the ending in Discord, Zona.
Yeah, send it
oh,
to
no.
him.
Don't look.
No, do it. And then you got, of course, Soundboy, loving to dabble here and there. He's on modern right now, mind you, so that's interesting to see.
Oh yeah. Is he usually playing classic or?
Far memory tells me he's a classic player, so he might be dabbling today with modern.
Why not? You know, might as well get some.
I think modern
in
is
as well.
extremely
It's a
downplayed.
fun time, and you get something like this. You know, some little nice auto combos to get you that round right there with a level 2. Always a very nice
racer,
thing
yeah.
to see.
The thing about modern is it's not really being explored as much as you would like in Europe, I think, and I think it's very much stronger than it appears to be. But yeah, we'll have to see how it kind of lays out. It develops over time. Right
But
now,
you basically trade like damage for reaction time, right? And
yeah,
ease of
but
execution.
sometimes you don't even notice it. Like, I don't even notice it sometimes. I think that's just honestly the amount that 20% is not a hell of a lot, really.
Yeah,
Actually,
sometimes
yeah,
I think I
yeah.
notice it, especially on like characters like Geefs that have more HP. It's like really looking kind of pitiful. But other than that, Modern has a really strong case for itself. We see it in the current combo breaker as well. There's a few people playing Modern getting really far.
Yeah, definitely in Japan in particular as well. That's why the
Yeah.
game's so extremely popular over there because of how accessible it is. But Senor Power with the abundance of characters himself and Soundboy, you know, he got a bit of a man on. I believe he's got Marissa as well. Senor Power's got Chun-Li, Ryu, Kami, you know, Mai. He's got an abundance of characters. So it just show that, you know, fundamentally how strong these players are right here. And right now getting into that throw. Level 3 on cue as well for Senor Power. And got enough drive, but he's just chipping away. Look at that. Straight into the corner.
Just kind of bullying Soundboy a little bit there in the corner, connecting another meaty jab, just keeping up the pressure, waiting a little bit for a delay tech there maybe, but instead, still Soundboy having to make their way out, and the back throw will do it. So now the corner in Soundboy's hands. The question is, can they capitalize? They definitely have to get some damage started, because that round is very quickly slipping away. Of course, Modern DP coming through. Anti-airs are clean here for Soundboy once again. Hard knockdown.
Indeed, level 3 on both sides here. You might have to spend a normal. Would he get a normal CA though? No, he goes for the
Not spending.
DP. A throw to boot. He tries to punish counts that throw, of course, with the throw. Or parry with the throw rather. And looking 25 seconds on the clock here. Plenty of time still to kind of feel each other out. Be careful now because level 3 could come through at any moment's notice from either side.
Senor Power could buffer that and wait for
Oh,
a
yeah.
blast, but no, it is the low connecting for Soundboy. Immediately confirming that into a drive rush cancel for the last bit of damage. So the first game going towards the UK right here. But man, that was a close one.
Yeah, they're very nice, very clean low forward that was actually from Soundboy. Really ready for kind of punishing the approach from Senor Power. And right here, first game, you can see like the difference. Oh, he tried to punish. He tried to whiff punish, right? A whiff normal, a bit ambitious, but I like the attempt.
Once again, those force knockdowns here from Soundboy, from the aerial approaches there from Senor Power, working out incredibly well. But still kind of caught in the corner, low on drive, and there it is, coming through with the DI. Nice read there from Senor Power, burning out Soundboy in the process as well, directly going for the stun because you have the damage anyway. And that is going to be the first round here for Senor Power in the second game. Nice awareness there of the low drive from Soundboy and making it count.
Absolutely. We are trying to keep away. I love the challenge on the drive rush instantly with the ODDP. Cannon strike. What you got now? You're in the corner looking to clip him. Absolutely whiffs on that. That's the thing, when you get clipped on a jumping out, resets you and then you might get punished and do a buffered follow-up. I'm liking this pressure here. It's keeping him at bay. Doesn't actually want to do. Yeah, this is completely zoning him. But I love the check though from Senor Power, checking if it's real on the drive rush. Throw to equalize the health here. Needs one more throw. Get the advantage. What we got now?
This time around, Soundboy not quite ready for the dive kick right there. Connecting the hits though. Are you going to cash out? You should be. Yes, you are. Into the level 2. Final punch should do it, and there it is.
Lobby eraser there.
But you know, worth for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely worth.
Let's see if Senor Power can leverage the advantage here in the super meter, having the level 3 on deck, of course, especially against those sand blasts that Soundboy has been throwing out quite consistently. Can be a very effective tool, but I don't think Senor Power has been buffering much. I haven't seen the motion. So
the thing is, it's very hard to punish sand blast. I feel at kind of even at an appropriate range. Lovely walk back there, doesn't capitalize on that punish counter. Fierce punish there, but
it is a very fast projectile.
It's very fast, exactly. Yeah, very fast projectile. It's a bit more difficult than your typical projectile to punish. But right now, what Senor Power is playing a bit too passive, a bit more too respectful. I kind of want to see him going a bit more. That's kind of costing him in the long, because what Soundboy is doing, he's kind of using the modern as a means to play lame and forcing Senor Power to come to him. Because look, he's making the approach all the time. Look how Soundboy is constantly walking back, you know.
Yeah, and you always got the consistency on the execution as well, but that's a nice little one-hit confirm, my goodness. That is some nice stuff there from Senor Power, getting some good damage. Now Soundboy in the corner as well on 1 bar of drive, but again the connection there, and having level 2 on deck as well. Next good hit could lead into an auto combo into the level 2 here, so Senor Power has been incredibly careful on their offense, connecting that low kick and into the drive rush. We'll finish that off, so we're getting a third game between the two.
Absolutely. Careful approach there from Senor Power. You can see that he's constantly trying to go for that low forward. He's figuring out his game a little bit. You got to be careful with Soundboy, because once you get figured out, Senor Power might run amok on you. And here, look at him. He's just playing pace passive and the same now. Got to get a bite.
Yeah, the set in general, I feel like both players have been playing really like defensively, passively, waiting for their opponent to make a mistake or to whiff a bigger button. But both have not really done that, so it's something that is a little bit surprising to me, because usually you see like Camis and Luke's just going at it, right? Pressing all the buttons, trying to keep a fast offense, but man, it works out for Soundboy for sure.
Yeah, I really like that Senor Power is trying to make Soundboy bite on the throw attempt. He's doing a lot of shimmies in his face, and Soundboy's not even biting. I just want to point out, it was really nice, really nice shimmy there from Senor Power, but Soundboy didn't even bite in the instant. And shout out to the Scottish fellowsman there in the chat there, Suleiman, of course. I know these Scots, yeah, they would rather have the Scottish flag, wouldn't they, Sully? But you're all Brits, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not.
You ain't going nowhere. Joint at the hip. Alright, right now, Senor Power's got nothing. He's got a lot to lose here. The round is dwindling away. 27 seconds on the clock. Going tick, 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 and it's getting really difficult here to kind of make the approach. Because Soundboy's got, you know what, one right kind of interaction will work out wonders right now. Takes the throw again. He's happy to take it because he's got plenty of health. Doesn't have to take a root combo.
Yeah, I kind of like that Senor Power is going for some throws now, because Soundboy hasn't really been biting for these shimmy attempts, right? So they're not really attacking, but they're coming in for another one. 2 seconds coming in, and no, it's not enough time. Not enough. It's not enough time. The throw just takes too long, and the round goes to Soundboy.
Absolutely phenomenal decision making by Soundboy. Every single time he would not even choose to whip a button, right? He'd rather take the throws, because he knows that the throw damage does not even equalize what he would take in the sequence of a combo, right? So
it just takes
I'd rather take he took 4 throws, I think it was 4 to 3 throws, And actually, it still wasn't even enough to kind of equalise the health because Senor Power was on a slither. He didn't want to take the risk. It was not worth it taking it against Nami. Because you get into that set play, and right here, he's taking him for a ride, goes for that rawhide overhead, and right now, got locked in the corner, looking for a perfect DP, gets crossed up, unfortunately, and a throw to boot from Senor Power, looking for an opportunity now with the cannon strike, burns himself out, careful now because he's still got modern reactions.
Yeah, still got that modern reaction, of course, with level 3, and of course, the damage there would certainly be enough. You can see that Soundboy is getting those sand blasts in there as well. There's the punch, there's the grab.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, Senor Power on his slither of HP. I thought that might kill there, but it didn't. Still, I mean, the CTA here with the damage could come through, but of course you can see Soundboy. They have been dialing up the aggression at the start of the round, but keeping it cool towards the end, and that's going to be the win of the set. 2-1 here for Soundboy.
Yeah,
very nicely done, man.
An excellent set. I really enjoyed that because this goes to show the strength of modern in particular. And I'm not really seeing Soundboy kind of use modern so much because he's sort of kind of cheering him on the chat there. Shout out to his fellow Scotsman. The thing is, right, Senor was very aware of that. The fact that he was playing modern, so I have to kind of navigate around how that's playing. It was very interesting to see how the dynamic of the game completely changed because we saw a timeout for a very rare timeout in this game. We don't see that often.
I also liked that at the start of the second round, or it wasn't even the last one actually, that we just saw. Soundboy was dialing up the aggression to 100, you know, after it was so close with the timeout, and then completely just shifting the whole tempo of the game, kind of overwhelming Senor Power there a little bit towards the end, and then when Senor Power was at low HP, just dialing it back again, waiting for that one mistake, always getting a little bit of chip damage until Senor Power was like at a sliver of HP, and then at that point it is kind of over with the modern reactions, right? So then dialing it back and just waiting for your opponent to press a button. Immaculate game plan there from Soundboy. But guys, do you know what also would be immaculate? If you could claim a coupon there from the Matcherino, of course, to support our players. That would be amazing. We still have quite a few coupons left, 27 of them to be specific. And I know that we have more than 27 people watching, so definitely get in there. It takes like 1 minute and you can put 25 cents towards the prize pool, which would be absolutely amazing. So get that started, would be much appreciated.
Absolutely, it would be phenomenal if you can claim those codes for us. Obviously, there's always regular, you know, kind of generous contributors as well. So I appreciate those people, especially people like Iron Power. I know that regularly contribute towards the prize pool. So thank you to those guys. Of course, we want to hit those milestones, the top 2 and the top 3 payout, and hopefully we can do that because we always seem to do it on Saltmine, and that's a phenomenal feat in itself. Of course, got plenty of games lined up still. Let's see who's lined up for us next. Chico! Oh no, get him off the stream. We don't want to see Chico.
We talked about it earlier.
No, Chico's like my little brother. And got OneStepLayered. Random, of course, not seen Random for a while. I don't know. I believe he did enter last week, if I'm not mistaken. Versus Railgun. Okay, so another up and coming Germansman. I don't know how we would say it, but German. No, I'm just talking nonsense now. But Railgun, right? Railgun. Hey. It's just, I don't know.
I said you're fired.
You're fired? Well, there's nothing new there. Either way, that means I won't be back for another 2 months then, Ritas. I'll remember that.
Does playing Street Fighter 6 get you girls? No,
it
gets you a Twitch chat ban if you starting to get cringe in my chat.
That, and also I guess if you're good, I mean, it's the first step, you know.
But yes,
but you know what? Obviously. I want to give a shout out to Railgun as well because he's been an up and coming player. You could be like Railgun Gaming 114, all right? Because he started off quite slowly, but it's lovely to see his progression, especially in the brackets as he's been performing. Definitely up and coming German player. It's been really fun to watch him kind of progress as he has been playing. Chico, of course, originally from Egypt, living in Germany right now. OneStepLayered, I believe from the UK. I think they're a Kami player or my player, if I'm not mistaken. So that'd be interesting. Chico, go ahead.
Scythe, do you mean?
No, OneStepLayered.
Oh, I don't know.
Alright, will they be really good in Street Fighter 6? That's the question. We've moved on now, Ritas. All right, Karen. All right. Well, anyway, you don't think about Chico. He's got quite very much a top tier kind of stays on the top tier end of the spectrum, shall we say, for characters, because he likes the top tiers. That's Chico. But you know what? Fair play. If you're going to be entering fighting game competitive kind of play, you kind of want to look to perform the best with the best characters, right? He's got a Mai, he's got a Jury, he's got a Kuma, he's got Ken. I believe he's got a few other characters as well, so it'd be fun to see who he pulls out today. Most likely the Kuma, I believe. Or if I do ask him to pull out a Kuma, he probably would, knowing him.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, respect to all the players who make like the weaker characters work in later brackets, right? In stacked brackets, like a Random, for example, with a Menor.
No, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm sorry. Manon is not a weak character. I completely disagree with that.
Oh, okay.
I've told Random this as well. He thinks no. I'm like, no, sorry, I don't agree.
I mean, every main is gonna talk down. Every player is gonna talk down their main, right?
She's such a thief of a character, right?
She is. She definitely steals rounds. I agree with you.
Oh my god, she commits highway robbery. I'm telling you, like, she's a lot better than people perceive her to be as well. Because maybe she's just not as popular. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, because she's got some phenomenal buttons, like phenomenal damage, and she could just rob you in a moment's notice. I think she's very good personally.
Yeah, she does have incredible reach for a grappler too, which is sometimes really underestimated. Those legs, man, they reach you from like half screen.
Oh my god!
Sometimes.
Well, her jumping heavy kick is like a dive kick. I was telling someone, who was it? I think I was telling Chico actually the other day. Like her jumping heavy kick is like a dive kick. It's hit so hard and heavy, and it leads to such phenomenal amount of damage. And you'd be surprised. You know, Random, of course, is putting the work behind it. Don't get me wrong. Because he's a phenomenal player in itself. But like, you know, that character.
I can see your point though. Like, Menor is definitely not like weak, but she is considered to be a weaker character, right?
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not saying that she's like weak in terms of she doesn't get anything done, because I feel like every character in this game can get something done, but definitely some characters are weaker than others because they're missing some crucial tools, right?
I think the only exception is Honda. Like, you can't get anything.
Yeah, Honda and Marisa maybe.
In tournaments with Lily or Honda is almost impossible. Or Marisa, like these three. No.
What about Chokute? He actually won Combo Breaker, didn't he, last year, I believe? With Lily.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So it's only Marisa and Honda. They need some help.
We don't want to. No, we don't want to see Marisa. That's for sure. Please.
Flashbacks to season 1.
Oh no. But anyway, yes, as predicted, OneStepLayered on the Mai and Chico, of course, on the Akuma. Very much enjoying. Very, you know, I was talking to Jammers not too long ago, and I was being perceived as Rashid as the #1 character in my mind, and I do think he still is. But he had arguments case for Akuma, and I definitely can see that, because the more I see his character, the more I get annoyed, because he just got such exceptional strengths.
Akuma has basically everything you would want. Like, he has a strong fireball game, he can zone you out, he has a strong mix-up game with a demon flip, you can bait people, which is insane. With that light demon flip, you can just empty demon flip in front of them. If they press an entire, you can punish counter them, which is absolutely insane to me. And you have the damage, you know, the only thing you really lack is like that you have a little bit less HP. But I mean, look at this damage right now coming in here towards OneStepLayed's face from one opening there from Chico. Gonna be another hit right there. There's a little bit of reset in there, but the perfect is going to come through, and Chico with the first game is going to go into the lead right here.
Yeah, for sure. Good start for Chico, looking very strong. Looking for a low opportunity there. Great DP. Mai's DP is actually pretty good, you know. Don't be fooled by it. It's very, very strong. Mai is... Don't think she's as strong as people make out, but I think she's still an exceptional character.
I think she's incredibly annoying to play against, which is a plus point for a character, right? If the character is annoying to play against, that's usually a good thing for the character. But yeah, I mean, with those fans, if she gets them set up, if she gets a win in neutral and gets to keep you in disadvantage, those fans are going to come and mix you up every single time. You have to basically rock, paper, scissors every single time those fans come out, and Chico on the receiving end of that right there. Good first round here from OneStepLayered.
Absolutely, liking these checks here. Level 2, level 1, Kagura no Mai to get the fan stocks. An exceptional super, you know, giving those fan stocks to do some exceptional damage, but also lead some into some big sequences. Look at that, lovely touch there, and that's a very quick game.
Yeah,
on the other side.
It's really quick. So we're already on to our third game between these two of us. This one is going to decide who's going to move on to the top 16 here.
Yeah, you know what? The thing is, that's the case that people are making though, because of look how fast those first 2 games were. We didn't really get to talk much about them, but like that's why people are making an argument case for first to 3, because it's such a how fast it goes. You don't even get much time to adapt to your opponent. I still think actually this game needs nerfing in damage personally overall, because they actually nerfed this game 20% in damage, right? Initially, I think it was the very first patch. Overall 20% damage everyone lost, and still you could do excruciating like 7k damage combos. It's insane.
You can usually what games come down to, if the players are really consistent in their combo routes, like you can 3-touch everybody, right? And I think that's a little bit too much in my personal opinion, but it's better than season 1 before Gumius, for sure. But still, I mean, coming through here, OneStepLayered with the damage going to the level 2, you're not going to be able to finish off Chico though, who's going to use that little bit of drive left for the reverse. Oh my goodness, that's a miss and a half from OneStepLayered. The reset coming with a demon flip as well.
Oh, that was a beautiful intentional whiff on his DP. They used that demon raid to go into the empty one to make him whiff. The DP was beautifully timed. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to follow up with a kill combo. I like the backdash there, but he should be ready to challenge in the air. Mai's got good challenges in the air. He's even got an air throw. Boy, I like the sequence to follow up. Beautiful follow up sequence there from OneStepLayered.
Oh, the backdash.
Corner, yep, exceptional. Well, you got the cross cut DP, and Chico will be ready with those skull splitter and should be leading to level 3 here. We should be seeing that. There we go, the Skipper Calamity, and now he's going to put Chico in a very advantageous position.
Coming through here with massive damage. Look at that. One more throw, I mean close to it at least, but there's one good combo from OneStepLayered as well towards the corner. Level 2 here is it available, but no, it's going to be Chico connecting the combo with the heavy kick, and that's going to be Chico moving on in the bracket as well. That was a very fast but very close set between the two.
Yeah, very fast set, but you know, Chico very ready as well to capitalize. I think on both ends it was just kind of funny to watch them play, because I saw how OneStepLayered actually followed up a very good fan sequence and actually comboed into that to push him into the corner, but Chico also ready for conversion, so it's nice to see some good gameplay there from both players. But Chico definitely looking the stronger of the two there, taking it over 2-1. And as we move on, Random and Railgun will be up next, and Fang versus Ras. Go on, Vitas.
I was about to say Random and Railgun are probably like 2 of the people the people would pick as favorites for this coming World Warrior season.
Definitely.
So, you know, this will be interesting.
They got the wall that is Halibel though, that they got to get through. Of course, I'm not seeing Halibel in the moment. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. You got who else? We got Semi. We got Kale. There's so many players that you watch out. Septisonium. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It goes to show how strong some of the players are in Germany. We got Yon Angel as well. Shout out to Yon Angel. So there's such abundance of players in Germany. It's such a dense kind of region with such a phenomenal amount of players, because talent's always building up, and eventually you're going to get even more players, right, as people progress and improve.
Yeah, there's lots of people coming up. Of course, one of them we saw earlier, Cherub as well, making the case for himself, and we have lots of talent there, which is always incredible to see. But yeah, I mean, Random versus Raygun.
Reinhardt, doing really well.
Reinhardt, newcomer, yeah.
Newcomer, entering.
He's now German.
Entering longer than some people are alive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Reinhardt, absolute legend, of course. But here we are, the German matchup: Raygun versus Random.
Playing Ken?
He does have a Ken, yeah.
He does have a Ken, yeah.
I'm not surprised by the Ken, but the thing is, I think he chose it. He's already started off with the counter pick, or the pick that he feels that is not going to work. But he's going to work better than the Kami. I don't think his Ken is the best, however.
I was just surprised he picked it in Random.
Yeah,
I was
right
surprised
now.
as well, I didn't think the matchup was so bad, but I mean, that's going to burn out Random, but still the punish kind of throw is going to come in.
Yeah, I did like the back throw, but unfortunately he could have gotten another medal in there, could have Random. I think he's an opportunity low, strong there, catching, pressing buttons. Lovely stuff. Alright, goes for that overhead. An opportunity here, yeah, just kind of clip him. Got 3 medals. Great neutral jump there by Railgun. Could have gone for a little bit more there. Could have gone for a carry sequence into the corner, but right now he gets that DP to follow up. Locked into the corner here.
Oh, the back dash is good there from Railgun 2, calling out Random's tech in the corner, and that should be the finish. Okay, doesn't actually go for the level 1 here, spares it, keeps it in the back pocket because he doesn't believe it. Another neutral jump is going to close out this round here, so perfect as well for Railgun on that. Ken already working out with the pick, so final round here in this first game. Oh, those blocks on those overheads from Railgun are immaculate.
Absolutely looking sweet right now. Oi, the low strongs. Oi, trying to clip him. Would have gone to come on, grab with that. Oh my god. These buttons are reaching. That's what I was saying about Mano. Mano's got some silly buttons. Oi! He actually grabbed him.
Grabbed him out of the air?
Yeah, he grabbed him in that. He did the overhead kick. Clip. I forgot the name of it now. He tries to clip him. Random really getting run over right now. He's not even getting a chance to press his buttons. Level 3 comes out. Will he get clipped? No. And that should be the first game for Railgun with his Ken. Looking kind of spicy. It's almost a scratchiness which is keeping Random kind of guessing all the time.
Yeah. And the callouts from Railgun on when Random wants to press those command grabs were like 100% correct. Be it with the normal command grab or with the level 3 right there, right? So Railgun having the read on Random's game plan right now. So Random now electing to go for more of those hit grabs, you know, to get those medals stacked and checking those drivers as well. Very beautiful stuff here from Random, getting more than half of that HP bar gone on Railgun already in the burnout in the corner as well. The eye for the stun, and that should be all she wrote. That is with the level 1 as well. Okay, I didn't think he would use it there because I didn't think he would need it. But still, perfect is going to be the reward for Random. Amazing start for the second game.
Yeah, I think he lacked the sequence there possibly. Could have gone for a medal, but it doesn't really matter so much. It's beautiful and right there. I think that was an OS if anything. Really nice stuff there from Random. Tatsu'd right into the corner. Lack of drive-by here for Railgun, but he throws him into the corner. Keeps him guessing now. You're going to throw me one more time. Great tech. I love that he's checking that. Oh. However, parrying. So be careful.
Surely he's not going to go for a grab.
Overhead. It's coming. Overhead. Sure. Gone. Oh, wait, the low instead. All right. I see you, Random. Throw attempt again. He is making him guess on these throws.
And now Railgun, of course, can just wait for the mistake from Random, and Random is going to deliver with that quarter circle forward light kick right there, which I forgot the name of, but it doesn't really matter because it was incredibly unsafe. Railgun is going to bring us to this final round here again.
Alright, so that's guaranteed ground grab right there. 3 medals on cue now. You're looking for an opportunity to kind of get those throws in because you know what? You want to get as much damage as you can. Oh, he clips him but doesn't confirm it, and a great cross cut by Railgun right there. Should be going for a command grab again. There you go. So
damage for medals here as well. There's the hit from Random, and they should be able to confirm the level 3, and that's going to be the case. Nice stuff from Random. Quick reactions and good consistency on those confirms there. Random is going to bring us to this third game.
Yeah, definitely, and I'd like to see that happening there. End it with that level 3. Great check there. You recognise the aggression from Railgun there, and he just kept him in check. So the Padder comes out to clip him, and he takes it. I think we're going to see the Kami now. I think, you know what, Ken was actually working. I think he's just far too aggressive. He played a bit too disrespectfully almost. So when you're playing a bit too aggressive, Random's going to eventually check you, right? Especially with buttons like Manons. So I think you have to be a bit more kind of pace. Call me Chico. You know what? Yeah, hold on. Let me just ban Chico from the chat. There we go. That's problem solved. But anyway, let's dive back to the game. Right, gonna get the Kami. Gonna get the Kami from Railgun, of course.
Bro, I'm taking your motorways.
Well, this is how quickly this goes, man.
And he's tried, yeah. Lack of help, and I think this is part of the reason why we started off with Ken, right? Because he felt that Kami was not a good choice into Manon, and I can see that because she actually got some good button options against her, especially with the crouch fierce rather, to keep her out of the air. Some guaranteed command grab situations.
Outranges her as well, right? We talked about the range from Manon earlier, and this is what she can kind of leverage here. What a call out there on the reversal from Railgun. Random is in there with the Etoile. Look at that damage. Level 1 available for Railgun, but then Burner, yeah, he's going to go in towards it, but Random again with the correct call out on that one, and that is all she wrote. Random is going to move on in the bracket in the winner's side.
I missed an R-Day or Schwarz guilds today.
Oh damn. Well, I guess that's my destiny now for today at least.
Yeah, I think
But at
there
least
was a
you
lot
got
of
the
panic.
correct idea, so it's fine.
There's a lot of panic set in there for kind of Railgun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, it's almost like he kind of gave up. It was just a bit like, you know, I can't deal with the matchup, so I'm just gonna throw everything in the kitchen sink out. I think sometimes patience is key. You can see how strong Random was holding the neutral, but Cammy also has phenomenal neutral too. You know, you just got to work around it and give it time. That's why that 99 seconds is there on the clock, and you got to capitalize and use that. So I think it was just a bit of frustration. Much as I love Railgun, right? But I've got to call him out on it. So
Yeah. I feel like at that point it probably would have been better sticking to the Ken, because the Ken was.
Well, it worked in the first game.
Right? Yeah,
it worked in the first game. So what was the harm in sticking with it? Actually, you know, it's
I
questionable.
At the in this particular instance would have been better, but then again, we're not the players. You know, we're just sitting here talking about it. We can just kind of
I mean, maybe
guess what's
he's
happening
also
in the players'
testing,
heads.
You know, maybe he's
Nah,
just
yeah.
testing for World Warriors, seeing what works and what doesn't. You know.
Good.
Well, that definitely didn't work. So don't do it again. All right. That's what I'm saying.
Stick with the Ken, okay?
Well, you know, either way, we'll see what happens as he learns and progresses. But let's see who else. Of course, World Warrior. Make sure you sign up. You've got advance notice here at Saltmine. Okay, so make sure you sign up efficiently and on time. We want to see those numbers stacked and high. Europe Northeast is on June the 26th. I believe that is that a Saturday, Ritas? What day is it? Remind us.
No,
That
this
could
is
be
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, Thursday on a weekday, and Friday will be June the 27th, 7 p.m. CEST, 6 p.m. for us British folk. All right, so make sure you get home from work on time. Signed up beforehand, on time. You have to sign up, I believe, 12 on the day.
Yes.
So don't be late to register.
We have
okay.
to run all 4 events in one weekend because the CPT schedule is so full. There's no other space.
Yeah, so we're doing 4 days in a row, and the third day is going to be EU West on that Saturday, 28th, and then followed on Sunday by the best region in Europe, Germany, coming up on the 29th. So yeah, definitely get your sign-ups in there and be part of those great events. It's going to be incredible fun. It's going to be incredibly stacked. It's going to be a good time. So definitely get in there.
Yo, wait,
and
what?
my goodness!
Devil Lane with the 10 subs. Damn!
Hell yeah.
Shouts to
Thank you
Devlane.
so much.
Devil Lane, thank you very much.
Georgian prince that is known as Devlane, you know. He's got all that wealth stacked up. So thank you so much. Appreciate that. You know, it's nice to see support for Saltmine League like that. That's ways of
Yeah, we are
supporting.
currently at the all-time low in terms of subs. It's actually-
Are we?
Oh wow. Well,
Well, that
Neverland
means-
is working against it, so
He is. He's a force. He's force known as Devlane. Thank you so much, Devlane. And of course, who else we got lined up for the stream? Let's have a look. Right, random. American is now done. Fang, gonna see some Kimberly. Yes, some Kimberly action. I do like a bit of Kimberly, but you know what? To all my Kimberly lovers out there, I am dropping Kimberly for Elena when she comes out. Just letting you know. Right? So, I just like Elena. It's like annoying people. So the purpose is just to annoy people. So you know,
No.
Kimberly's such an annoying character.
Now a guy who always shows up in World War, does incredible results, then disappearing for half
11 months.
and then-
Yeah.
and then coming back, you know, Raz.
Yep. Yeah, Raz coming up now. I'm actually kind of surprised to see his name in the bracket. I'm going to be honest. When I saw it, I was like, oh.
Damn, Raz is oh yeah, it's World War season, of course.
World Warrior time, baby.
Exactly. That's right. So now it's time to get practicing. Now time to get the pad hot. You know, get your stick out, get your leverless, whatever it might be, and get a practicing. These are the opportunities, right? You got your not just Saltmine, but there's so many other weeklies
I know
happening
my
throughout the
volume
week.
is really low, sorry.
But you got to capitalize on entering tournaments and practicing, especially against maybe some new faces that have popped over the time that the seasons have been on the low side of things, right? Because people take a bit of a break when the season's kind of over. But it's World Warrior season starting up now, and we've got to get
now, and
to
of course,
practicing. Yeah.
no better destination for that than Saltmine every single Sunday. You know, I have incredibly talented players in the bracket, so that's the best time to test out your skills. But yeah, we're going to move on to our next match. As we already said, Fang versus Russ, coming in with the DJ, which I'm a big fan. Actually, it's both our mains, dude. I play DJ, you play Kimberly, let's get it.
Well, let's go. Let's see how this one pans out. Typically, I would say this is a bit of a tricky one for Kimberly, but getting right in there, there was no mercy spared. Drive Rush start getting right to business. Great check there. Looks for a trade account opportunity and gets it. Does Fang. Off that medium vagabond. Looks for that meaty as well. Plus frames from the get-go and takes the throw.
Oh, that was a miss so bad right there. Getting the punish counter. Clean jump in there from Fang, keeping Russ in the corner, but good check on the drive rush in. Russ very low on drive. Fang a little bit healthier in that regard, and there's the burnout coming in. Oh, good reaction, my goodness, with that level 1. The greatest Soul Bat is going to crush that DI.
Yep. The thing is about DJ, a lot of his buttons, of course, are very DI-able. So if you're trying to get a punish on him, try and DI one of his buttons, and that's what Fang was looking for. But unfortunately, he DI'd a cancelable button. That's why he got the greatest throw back there. Alright, and right now getting mauled once again, and clearly showing us how strong he still is, despite being out of it for a little few months here and there. Takes a throw. Well, you got the parry back throw. Looks for an opportunity possibly to slide. Oh my goodness, looking for those plus frames on that chest slicer, and that is perfect parry in response.
And that is doing it. Even with that scaling, that amount of HP is not going to last you. So that was the first game there for us. Good stuff with those reactions, man.
Yeah, and shout out to Iron Power with the $25 contribution to the match. And that means we are almost at that $50 mark. 19 codes are remaining. Thank you so much, Iron Power. Appreciate you. And right now, Fang is looking for his opportunity. That slide is plus onto that drive rush. Recognizing that I did not press any buttons. Very nice from Fang, but you're going to need a bit more than that now. You've got to get in and start causing the mix. And that's where Kimberly can cause some ruckus, right?
A nice a little bit of a shimmy there, getting the connection on that as well. Level 1, look at the damage coming through. That is the medium punch for the finisher.
Raz is playing like he never left.
Yeah. The aggression on that DJ and the mix-ups there are incredible what he's showing right now. Always keeping in Fang's face. I am a big fan right now.
Yeah, for sure. Looking spicy right here, and the thing is, he's playing so fast almost that it's becoming a bit tricky for Fang. He's trying to keep up himself. I love that sequence right there. Slide when the bomb is active. Taking the throws here. He might take another one.
Sobat's going to connect there, giving Ras some space. Perfect parry again. Gonna be coming in with a little bit of damage right into the throw. Plus frames on that heavy Sobat, and there is the jab, and that should be a good confirm into level 3. Building it with a target combo right into it. Good cancel from Ras, and that was a quick set. Ras 2-0.
Looking very strong there. You know, I think in particular, just kind of showing how difficult his matchup was actually for Fang. Something he might need to consider working on. Possibly considering aggression as well. It was very hard to kind of... You saw the aggression from Ras there. It was always very overwhelming and lacking options. That's where Kimberly comes into a defensive side. That's what I often say. Kimberly's actually a very well balanced character, because she's very strong in her offense, but the defensive side she's really kind of weak, right? So she's got very clearly strong offense options, and defensive options are kind of balanced on that side as well. So I think a lot of the characters, if they were balanced like Kimberly, it'd be a very well balanced game. Some characters are a bit too strong. Kuma.
We got a big donation on Macherino by a guy we are very aware of by now. Iron Power with the $25 to the prize pot.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated there.
Yeah, shout out to Iron Power. Of course, guys, you can continue claiming those codes for us. Gaming as well. Shout out to Gaming, who did particularly well at Russell's challenge. Love to see him in action as well. I'm glad to see him in the bracket today. Guys, get those codes claimed. Lukey as well. Shout out to Drowning Pools. Lukey, you know what? We should shout out Drowning Pools as well. There's a UK tournament happening as well in November. Check that out. There's so many tournaments happening. You know, you guys got to make sure you get involved as offline. Because I feel like we are so lucky and privileged to have the onlines. I remember when I was in the scene like 15 years ago, there was only offlines. I'd have got every week after uni with my little satchel, and all my friends laugh at me. There's an arcade stick in there, you know. But now we have the privilege of having online brackets. But you know, never forget the offlines where you know get the social settings. I think that's really important as well. So definitely check out, you know, the offline tournaments. Like we said, Hessen Crash as well, happening soon. And Drowning Pools in November. You got UFA soon. There's so many other events happening as well.
All right, and you mentioned Gaming just a second ago. It's going to be the next match on stream as well versus Scythe. Coming another Kimberly, I believe, if I'm not mistaken there.
Scythe, yeah. Shout out to Scythe. He always thought he could play Akuma when it came out, and then I remember Was it Sengen laughed at him and said you won't be able to play Akuma, and he never did. So.
If Rome says claim code, I will claim code. That is the way to do it.
I'm glad you will. Thank you, Kage. I appreciate you. The formation of character. Yeah, well, maybe you should learn to play more than one character, Scythe. I'm just going to tell you that there. I love you, Scythe, but you got.
But Lukey, sign up to John and Pools, man. That's the way. That's how you get better, man. You sign up, you get absolutely roasted, and then you learn from it, man. Also, I have this very apt pin right here, which is very, I think it might be reversed. Yeah, it is reversed, but it says, O2ers are the lifeblood of the tournament, and that is indeed what is the case. If nobody's going to sign up because they're going to lose, there's not going to be any offline tournaments, man. So come on in, just enjoy the setting, man. Talk to some people.
Everybody starts there at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
People who are now constantly making top 8s, they have been 0-2s at some point as well, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's your start, you know, being 0-2 and then getting up.
It should be a drive. It's very difficult because a lot of people can't take losing early on, right? It's a very difficult thing to lose.
It is a hard thing. That's
yeah,
true.
Of course. But you learn to deal with that and you learn to improve. That should be your driving force, if anything. Another difficult matchup for Kimberly. I'm not downplaying, I promise. This is actually probably one of the hardest ones. This is probably one of the hardest ones, actually.
Yeah,
it's probably one of the hardest ones.
Mindset is almost as important, if even not more important than like actually game.
Yeah, we talked at the very start of the stream as well, right? Even if you play ranked, having a good mindset is going to help you so much, and in bracket even more so. But I mean, Gaiman coming in right now, not only with a good mindset, but with good damage. Of course, the Akuma is going to deliver that. Look at that, Scythe already down on the last third of that first round here.
Oh, didn't capitalize on that counter hit combo, but Scythe here looking for the opportunities. Careful now. Elbow drop can get challenged by the heavy DP from Akuma, but Gaiman playing quite safely and carefully here. He's got the life lead. He knows that one combo right now will lead to a chunk of damage. Careful now. Big jump in. No anti-air there from Scythe. So the thing is that the way Kimberly has to actually anti-air Akuma, she can't actually use her crouch fierce because it does get beat by Akuma's dive kick. She has to go for Tatsu's. Lovely conversion there. What you got now?
Nice positioning there from Scythe under that air fireball from Gaiman, trying to get in there, and look at the damage now, the pressure in the corner. This is where Kimberly shines. This is where she gets her damage. Kinda giving that up a little bit right there, but still keeping Gaiman. But good enter from Gaiman is going to get out of the situation, at least temporarily.
I will see level 3 here, please.
In the corner, yes. Level 3 coming through, as you said. And that is going to close out this round for Scythe, going into the final round with the buff active.
Yeah, I think that buff is exceptionally important. Kimberly can definitely build some meter as this kind of round progresses. The issue is she has to spend level 3 to get that 11% damage buff. The 101% damage she can do, that movement speed becoming the fastest character in the game. You know, it's so vital to her overall character as a balance. So now that he can kind of navigate, there you go. Look, use that wonderful elbow drop to bait.
Just shimmy around the buttons. I mean, Akuma also incredibly fast by default, right? So he can kind of keep up, which is, I imagine, why this matchup is a little bit more difficult than other ones, but still, the damage can come through here as well. Level 3 is on deck for Gaiman, but gets counter punished here with the throw, and there's the combo from Kimberly, and without a drop, that should be the round and the game, and that is the case. Scythe is going to close it out.
Yeah, lovely. Very good beats there. And Scythe first game, lovely to see. Top 32, it is of course still first to 2 in this instance. Lovely touch.
Already with that heavy punch, man. What a good button from the Akuma. Alright, elbow drop here, trying to fake out Gaiman maybe, but just kind of putting himself into the corner, and now it's Akuma pressure time. Damage coming through here as well. There's the grab. Mixing up those options very nicely. Gaiman, oh, trying for another one, but misses it right there, and Scythe gets out of the situation. Level 1 reversal coming through, but Scythe calling it out correctly.
Lovely. I like the use of that OD here to go for the max damage, and actually, oh, the plus frames are coming through. The perfect parry in response though. Throw backwards, that takes him out almost. Oh, that's why you cannot crouch face, and Scythe even knows this as well. He's aware of that, so it's unfortunately went for that option. Sometimes it's the heat of the moment and knowing. Great, that was actually a beautiful punish counter. Heavy DP into her elbow drop. He can really punish her strongly for that. She can't just elbow drop wherever she feels like it. She has to do it in safe instances, know her spacing. So he's got to be very careful with that. Liking this pressure here, Gaiman pulling it back here into his favour. There you go.
The light adamant fist almost setting up for that level, for that 50-50, right? So it's a hard thing to deal with for sure. But Scythe holding a healthy lead here, but Game with a good reaction on the counter DI, burning out Scythe in the process as well. Could build level 3, but no, somehow messes up the combo, and the level 3 is going to come through from Scythe.
Oh my god. Drop that combo and into being your death.
That feels bad, man. That feels bad.
Scythe now on set point. Gaming still got 3 bars, but once again, Scythe gets to go into that final round with that buff, that ever so vital buff.
I mean, Gaming had 3 bars the last final round as well. Didn't get to use it. So the bars only help you if you actually get to apply the damage. And when Scythe is keeping up the pressure, it's very hard to do so. Of course, you can go for the versus, but it's inherently risky, right? You saw Scythe bait the option earlier, and look at the pressure coming through now as well. Akuma exploding fast as well. Nice anti-air there. And there's the punish counter, and Scythe is going to close it out with a 2-0 over Gaming. Man, that was some clean offense at the end there.
Very good stuff. You know, he was so like kind of insisting on holding on to parry as a resortive option, but it just didn't work. It just didn't work for Gaming. But that was some phenomenal play there from Scythe. Really clean stuff. Kind of keeping Gaming on his toes consistently. Still going for those options, whether he got punished for it or not. You know, even that elbow drop, he got punished for it once, but he still was finding ways to navigate with it. Excellent stuff.
And Kim just overwhelms you sometimes, man. If she like mixes up her options and she has the right reads on you, you feel like you can't do anything. You feel like you're stuck in a like time loop or something. You always get hit, and there's nothing you can do. No matter what buttons you press, man. It feels bad, but of course it is on the side of the Kim player being very clean on that as well. That's
how it goes. And his reward is Andre, the #1 seed, so that'll be fun to watch. Andre versus Scythe, of course, homies there. Chu and Hansar in that top 16 as well. Chico and Random and Jumbo versus Ras, that'll be fun to see. Juxera being put into that losers bracket a little bit earlier than I would have liked to see him.
The second place of last week got eliminated just now by Magikarpa.
Oh my goodness, he's actually upset me quite a lot now. Septisonium.
Yeah. Man, that feels bad. I looked forward to seeing some Septisonium today, but not today, it seems like. Let's see, losers bracket is going on right now, of course, as well. OneStepLayered we saw earlier versus Schmix. OneStepLayered won that one to move on in the loser side of things. Railgun is waiting for their opponent as well. Fang is there. Soundboy taking a 2-0 over Paslaskia. Gaming is right there fighting against Master MT now after that loss. That's gonna be a close one as well.
Top 16 winners from bottom to top because I just played.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright, yeah, and we're already here, man. Top 16.
Lovely stuff, yeah. And Jumbo versus us. This will be interesting because Jumbo's got an abundance of characters. You know, he's got Marissa, of course, which he's really kind of stuck it out with. He's got a Manon, he's got a Cammy, but I think Marissa is kind of his answer right now. And he's been doing really well with Marissa. I kind of want to see him progress continuously with that because that's a niche character to have.
You know what's also interesting about this matchup?
Go on, tell me.
They're both from the same country and from the same region. They did go at each other last year in Water Royal, your breast.
Yep. It's a bit of a foreshadowing, perhaps. Is that the thing?
Possibly. Both from the Netherlands, of course, coming in. But we're sticking to Germany for now. Hessen Crash, of course, coming up on the 20th of June towards the 22nd of June. Near the Frankfurt area. This is going to be one of the best offlines here in Germany that we have this year, so definitely make sure you come around. Regular sign-up still available. You're not in the late part of it yet, so you can still sign up with a good price. Definitely make sure you're doing that. And of course, Saltmine is there every single week for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Check that out. Saltmine Rumble on a Saturday occasion. I think we've not been able to do it the last couple of weeks, but it'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere for that. And of course, the EU Open bracket, the premier online Street Fighter 6 bracket. You'll find all the top talent here. So that is definitely one to watch out for. And of course, we'll have World Warriors tune in soon. I think we'll get the full schedule. We'll have a look at the full schedule later at some point, Rios, because I think that'd be really good to see kind of the forthcoming dates to kind of get in your calendars. I think that's really key. You can know, if you need to get a day off work, get your day off work, all them ones. Or go home from school early, it's all them ones. That'll be fun to see. I think can't wait for the World Warrior season.
Yeah, this is going to be incredible. I mean, all of those 4 regions are incredibly stacked, man. Like, this is going to be such a treat to watch. Can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, like as you said, we're gonna get Ras versus Jumbo. So I wonder if Jumbo is actually gonna play Marissa today against DJ. I don't know how that matchup actually works so much. It'll be interesting to see. I think it might be a bit tricky.
It's very weird.
yeah, I can imagine, because already, you know, we saw DJs a lot at the beginning of kind of the Street Fighter 6 seasons or the first season, but it kind of fell off a little bit. He's still a strong character, I think.
Yes,
he's just not as popular as some of the other options, because once more options come out, the player pool starts to expand. You know, it starts to dwindle a little bit for certain characters. You know, I mean,
especially when people are fed up with the character from one season. You know, because everybody plays.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like I think Mai was considered the most popular character ever in Street Fighter 6. I think like I like to jump characters. I like to play variety characters. Even though I like Kim as I would consider her my main, but I like to play a bit of Chun-Li there, you know, a bit of Rashid or whoever else, Manon maybe, because it's just fun to dabble. Because I haven't got the stresses of being in a tournament or having to perform, right? So I can just do whatever. If I don't annoy you today with Manon, I can do that.
True. Yeah. Can't do that in a bracket though, but I mean, if you
I would do it in a
brackets,
bracket.
that's fine. I mean, you can do it, I guess, if you're not bothered by it, but still.
I'll definitely.
There's nothing on the line.
Just because I know it would annoy certain people, so I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this to annoy you. I don't care if I lose.
Just to annoy you, I gotta pick modern Geef, and then
exactly. Exactly. So,
Yes! You have 2 minutes left to show up.
Alright, 2 minutes. Yeah, guys, if you know you're on stream, please be ready. You don't want us sitting here just jabbering and kind of we waiting here, killing time.
Yeah.
Can we look at the match, Reno, while we're waiting?
I was about to say, you know, while we were jabbering, we can at least make it, you know, be worthwhile. Let's have a look at the match, Reno. We are almost to the $50 mark, guys, and there is still 11 codes to claim. So definitely get in there and make that happen. It would be much appreciated. Of course, we have our goal at $100 to pay out our top 2. So that would be fire as well if you guys could get some direct contributions in there. But of course, only if you can afford it. Do not feel pressure or anything, but any support would be much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. It's always appreciated here in Saltmine. Lovely to see. So, Ruzi, go on, speak to me, Trickstar. What do you got to say?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was waiting with bated breath.
I'm waiting now. I'm just intrigued what you want to say now. So thank you to people that are viewing today and also on YouTube, because we are on YouTube as well.
Hell yeah.
So it's nice to see Ritas, of course, expanding the platform, as you should say. But definitely check out obviously the platforms that we're on, and make sure you follow Saltmine on Twitter as well. I can't remember what you said now. What I said or what you said. I can't. I always forget.
We were talking about like character counter picks, quote unquote.
I don't know.
Maybe it was that.
60 seconds, Ras!
Yeah, Ras, man, get in there. I want to see your DJ, man. Don't disappoint me.
Oh yeah, I'd do that just to annoy you. Yeah, if I know I'm gonna annoy you, like it's because I know the person's gonna get annoyed, and they'll be like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Yeah, so did you deal with it or not? That's up to you, isn't it?" Like, I could play like a sane person as well, but you know, just to annoy them would be.
But where's the fun in that, man? Playing like a sane person, like.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do it. Like sometimes you gotta really know how to pee your opponents off. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna.
Man, sometimes you're just gonna be unhinged, man. Look at all the players you face in ranked, and they beat you. They're unhinged as well, and they make
they're
it
actually unhinged. No. They're actually unhinged. They're like,
yeah,
actually,
100%, man. Like
maybe I should do that. Maybe I should actually do that online instead, because I'm actually trying to play online, and then I think maybe I need to apply that crazy.
That is where your mistake is, man. That's where you're wrong. You try to play the game. Do not play the game. Be unhinged, you know, and that's how you
say ranked enjoyer.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't even play ranked. I've played it a little bit last season because I was quite fortunate to have like 2 months by myself. My wife and my baby were away, so I was like playing the game. I was actually playing the game more actively. At the moment, I've got no time to play the game, so like, you know, I'm just playing dabbling here and there. I've been playing more City of the Wolves. I'll be honest. I've been enjoying City of the Wolves. Amazing game. Check it out if you haven't already. Incredible stuff. Really, really fun to play. But right now we have got Ras here coming on time.
DQ, man. I'm so happy.
I would have DQ'd him myself if he didn't turn up. So right now, Jumbo in with the Marissa.
Man, already getting that punish counter, standing heavy kick, man. That just hurts. Marisa damage coming through already. and throw loops, of course, in the corner, baby. It is still Street Fighter 6, of course. Nice anti-air love from Raz to finally get out of that situation, but taking so much damage in the process.
Absolutely. And right now, fighting back. Love the trade. Tries to capitalize there. Looking for possibly. I thought he was going to go for a scooter, but he actually just goes for a straight up throw on the parry.
Yeah. Alright, man. As I already said, man, it's a weird matchup. Some moves like don't count as a low against Gladius, even though they should. Like, for example, crouching heavy kick, the slide, doesn't count as a low against Gladius for some reason. Like, it's weird, man, this matchup.
Indeed. And right now, just playing it safe. He's got full screen, low and drive-by. He wants to clip something right here. Or Superman punch coming through the phalanx is indeed an excellent tool to get over those fireballs. You're going to need a little bit more than that. I like the blocks here. Not even an option to parry, so he just doesn't want to get caught in the mix of hitting a throw.
Nice, okay, coming in with a crouching heavy kick, of course. One of the quickest trips in the game, man. That's going to, especially against Marisa, who, oh my goodness! Round start level 3 as a reaction on that drive rush is quite insane there. Jumbo already putting in the work, look at that. Putting Raz into the corner as well, and this is where Marisa, of course, is strongest. Let's see if we can keep with the pressure. Oh no, and you're done. Holy damage.
And the thing is, when you're one of the few Marissas, right, that are active, you're going to get away with the fact that there's a lack of matchup experience as well. There might have been some new tech come out from Marissa, there might have been certain instances, oh, this has changed, this combo sequence has changed, but this has changed, you know, this button's better than this button. Things develop over time, right? Yeah. And that's why Marissa, in this case, might be best pick for Jumbo right now, because he seems to be doing so well on her.
Yeah, also a character you don't really see that often, so kind of matchup experience kind of goes out the window as well, so makes it more ambiguous to play against for sure. But Raz already taking some good damage, but now keeping up the pressure here on Jumbo, who already has, of course, that, you know, heavy brawler, grappler-ish archetype issue of not really having any reversals. So Raz doing an amazing job, and there's the grab coming through as well. Good call out on the parry there.
Excellent stuff there. Love to see it well. Wonders, and here the meteorite comes right on through, checks him on that driver. Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. Love that from Jumbo.
So quick. It's like an elegant jump over the Marisa there, getting over the corner at least, but still quite in a pickle here, going into burnout for that OD Jackknife maximum, but now has the pressure, now has the corner. You don't need drive if you have the corner, but of course DJ gets the eye, because that's just a DJ life, man. The eye very effective against this character, and Jumbo making it work now. Match point here for Jumbo.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, level 3 here for Sleepy Sheepy himself, and he's gonna push him right into the corner. I'm loving these effects of kind of jabs and kind of slow buttons to push him right into the corner, but fighting back as Jumbo tries to go for that scooter into that infold, doesn't quite work out. The parry, tap parry, rather to check Raz on the approach. And here, it matters very much for Jumbo. He wants to make sure that he can capitalize on getting his round, jab check on that jump out, confirm into the weekend pleasure. And actually, this is going to be hurting the drive bar so hard right now, because he's going to have to wake up with an option, surely.
Trying to get the last drive in there, trying to get some buttons in there, but Jumbo is there with the check.
Oh my
the
god.
Armor there on the phalanx as well. Turns the round with the OD Jackknife maximum. Oh, getting the jump over the crosser, burning out Jumbo in the process. Raz in a very good position, but oh my goodness, the kick with the damage. The combo coming through. Jumbo with the confirm into the level 3, and he is going to take the game and the set. My goodness, clutch on the sticks.
Yeah, the Goddess of the Hunt close it out there for Jumbo. Really good assertiveness to kind of keep closing in on Raz. Did not let him even have a chance to breathe. He was just constantly pressing. The Quadriga came out, kept going for buttons. He got to confirm into the Demacrus and into that level 3. Beautiful. Really nice to kind of keep laying the pressure on, because you don't want to give Raz any opportunity to kind of get that drive bar back, build any kind of space between you. That real estate was so important, and that's why he kept chasing down. Really nice stuff. And I can see Scotty there in the chat. Shout out to Scotty, another Marissa player. He loves Marissa. I don't know why it is about these Marissa players. They're very odd, especially that Scotty guy, you know.
Yeah. Weird. I mean, you kind of have to be, you know, a little bit out of your mind to play Marisa as your main character in a game full of Akumas and Rashids and mice, dude. Like, this sounds like horror to me, but anyway.
Oh, well.
Jumbo, you know, making it work.
He is, yeah, I would say without a shadow of a doubt, the best Marisa right now in Europe. You know, so. I don't see any other Marisa really coming up to that standard.
Probably the only one.
It's the only one. I mean, there's not much competition. There's not much competition, to be fair, but you know, he's still an exceptional Marisa nonetheless, right? There are a couple in France, I know, and I believe Scotty's alright. You know, Scotty's alright. He definitely has his woes with the game, but he's definitely been improving. I've known Scotty for a couple of years now, and I've seen him improve over time, and he's really getting in the effort to learn the game. And sometimes people will learn at different paces, and you know, but for me, I'm a teacher by trade. That's my job, right? And I see different people learn from different
Cosmic,
kind of standards.
can you do me a favor? I want to watch this later. Can you please not spoiling it in the chat right now?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of an announcement. Please refrain from putting any spoilers in the chat, because there's a lot of people watching this who might want to watch the VODs later, so that would be much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, let's get into another German face-off here. Chico versus Random.
Yeah, no, we're not going to ban Cosmic. If anything, we should ban you, Angel. Can I ban him?
I mean, do you still have your mod privileges?
Of course I do. You have to never take them away.
Oh. Alright then.
Yeah, okay, he's giving me the cat face
now. He kind of deserves it for not entering today.
I'll let you off this one time. Beautiful 10 min right there to check the jumping from Random. The Sire Show on the ground to close the approach, and this is quite a tricky matchup for Manon, I would say. You know, especially the Fireball. You've got some instances to get over. You've got the dégagé, the leap to kind of get around. But Chico, like I said, he's a master of many characters and quite a high level.
Yeah, Chico right now showing the jury, but of course we've seen the Akuma before. And already going into the Feng Shui engine, let's see it. The combos, man, always hyped to see from those jury players. I always love it. In the corner, trying to go for the parry there. Always risky, of course. You can get grabbed or anything else here. Oh my goodness! Random sneaking in a grab afterwards. Nice. And already on 5 medals too. I didn't even notice until then.
Oh, it happens. Like, that's the thing about Manon. This is what I was saying. She's such a robbery character, right? So she can really, she really can rob you. Arabesque to pick up the round there.
Alright, Random getting around, final round coming up. 5 medals on that Menor is scary time to be alive for Chico for sure. No player having that level 3 just yet, but still, man, 2 or 3 correct reads from Random is going to cost you everything. But Chico with the reversal of the level 1 coming through.
Absolutely. Sire Show again, and there you go, the parry tap to come through from Random. The driver is guaranteed. No. Heavy. SPD or SPD, I say SPD, but...
Well, I mean, it kinda is, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess
if
so,
you look at the damage.
May as well be. He actually needs that kind of 1 on punish count. Right now, it will do some wonders. Go on. I reckon we're going to get one. One touch out of nowhere. Chico, careful now. No 10 min. Taking the block pressure here, but he gets clipped. No level 3 from Random. Looking for an opportunity. No level 3 once again. Doesn't convert that into anything yet, but Chico going through that.
Oh, it did!
That was autopilot there from Chico.
Yeah,
because he did not mean to do it. I know for a fact it was autopilot.
That was definitely autopilot, man. You always see those dudes, you know, trying to get those stocks up, but can't do that so close, man. Especially with level 3 here on Random. Alright, but I mean, Chico basically had that in the, at least it was very close, so definitely could go either way here in the second game as well, trying to go for a shimmy there, but Random not flinching an inch. Staying calm and collected there in the corner, and once again being good with those anti-airs, confirming that into the hit grab there as well for those medals. Command grab coming directly afterwards, and already being on 3 medals in the first one is already a good start here for Random.
I've seen Manon or rather Random get 5 medals in the first 20 seconds before. Like, I'm not surprised when he gets his medals. He really does get them very quickly. 3 medals, obviously. We'll see if he can clip another game for himself. But right now, Chico on the back foot. I like they sticking out with Jury, because I think Jury is the better option here. Guaranteed, yeah. You can't be throwing out. Same situation with Geef, right? If you do drive reversal, you're guaranteed a command throw.
Let's see. Chico taking some damage, but of course was able to take that first round, so has some grace here to play with. Okay, target combo is going to whiff. Just Manon things, I guess, coming through there.
For now.
Chico is like keeping up the aggression, but like in a thoughtful way, right? Because you don't want to get too minus, because then the commander is going to loom every single time.
Yeah, Chico's very good at staggering his aggression and kind of leaving gaps to kind of force his opponent to reversal through them. So right there, random capitalizes, gets the lovely Manage Dore in there, and the 5 medals now on cue. This is where it gets a bit tricky. Does he neutral jump and kind of avoid the throw? Does he risk the drive reversal? Does he risk kind of walking up to him like that, right? Or taking these short, sweet instances of a command throw. Lovely tech there from Random, recognizing Chico's approach.
And you always have to be in that grappler mindset, both playing against and with Manon right here, and Random getting one of those command grabs right there, and that's going to confirm into the level 3 as well. 5 medals on the board. This is going to hurt. Let's see how much damage that is. Oh yes.
And right now Chico on the back foot, and he knows it. He needs one touch. Feng Shui engine is now active. I love that he just waited a second. He actually went for the throw. Wish he punished that though. Clip there into the 10-cent win. We're going to get staggered pressure now, forcing the drive bar to be taking some pressure.
Oh, the bit on the 10-cent ring, but the command wave came through as well, so both players stuck in lag, but no. Oh my goodness, the reset, but still Random makes it work. And takes the set 2. Oh my goodness, what scramble at the end.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate little drop there from Random. I think he wasn't quite confident in that sequence there, but nonetheless, he got the reset low into the kill.
I need to change the command. It's the season 4 ranking. Give me a sec.
Alright, we need to change those rankings. Of course, if you want the actual rankings, I've got them right here. There you go. And you can see who is in our top 8 currently. It's Andre, Chico, Jumbo, Garnet, Muscle Noob. Shout out to Muscle Noob. Didn't enter today, but I think he's actually gone out today or something like that. Didn't stream for the last couple of days. Teach in the. I have not seen Teach for a while. Mr. Blackbeard himself. Shout out to Blackbeard. He changed his name to Blackbeard, right? Because he likes Blackbeard from One Piece, and then I took the Mickey out of him, and after that, I think he changed his name back to Teach.
Teach? Oh, could be. Yeah, because he's Teach right now for sure.
yeah. No, he changed his name to Blackbeard. I took the Mickey out of him, and then he was like, oh, and then he actually changed his name back to Teach without telling anyone.
Everybody said that Blackbeard was not great.
Yeah, shout out to Blackbeard.
He did go back to Teach finally.
Yeah. No, Teach such a nice guy. I love Teach. Dante and Septisonium, of course. Septisonium out kind of early, so he won't be getting those points today. Maldo and Shady Imposter Fang. So this is quite a nice bunch of players there. Lex, he's not entered today. I believe he's actually. Is he a combo breaker?
No.
He might be a combo breaker.
Might be, but he's not in the bracket today in Saltmine at least.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, you're an angel. If you actually entered, you could have got into that top 8 with some points, couldn't you? But you chose not to, and that onus is on you, unfortunately.
That's how it goes, man. You gotta enter the bracket to get points.
All right, let's see who else is lined up for us. Of course, we got the bracket there. Where we got? Let's get the bracket.
Yeah, Andre versus Scythe is there. Chico versus Random, and Chu versus Hansar. Somebody said earlier that they were rooting for Hansar for the win today. You
know what? I really like Chu and Hansar. They're both very good players. I really love Chu's Blanca and Hansar's Ed. Probably the remaining Premier Ed, I would say. The best Ed in Europe right now. But of course, you got the World Warriors right there. Why don't you tell them about it, Schwartz?
Yeah, I mean, we're starting off, of course, World Warrior back on Saltmine. We're starting off EU Northeast on Thursday, the 26th of June, right there, 7 p.m. Central European Summertime, of course. Followed up on the next by UK and Ireland. On the next day, on Friday. One of those, weird regions, I don't know. It's weird.
And Europe West, of course, June.
Don't call it weird, though.
No.
June 28th to the 6th. 28th of June, rather. I'm reading the dates wrong here. I've gone a bit mad. My week off work
fire
now.
The truth. You can't fire the truth.
Yeah, of course, the second best region after the UK and Ireland. June the 29th is there for you, 5 p.m. CEST. Make sure you sign up. Okay, and don't forget to get it in your diaries. I don't want to hear people say to me, I didn't know about the World Warrior, I didn't know about this, because I know Vitas definitely pushes it out there. I've seen it publicized, and the thing is, you got to get to know. It's your responsibility.
I never see any promotion at all.
Nah.
No, I know you don't. You never do it. But anyway, the point is, right? You've seen the dates. Let your friends know, or don't if you want to get kind of the advantage over them. If you want to be like that, you know, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, you've got the chance to get signed up in advance because I know the sign-up forms are a bit onerous. Takes a bit of like maybe more than 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, but get it done, get it dusted, then you are signed up, ready to go. You know.
This will also be the next match will also be interesting because this could be for World Warrior Europe West as well. You know, we had Netherlands. Actually, very funny. We had Netherlands versus Netherlands, then Germany versus Germany, and now we get Italy versus Italy.
All right, let's go. We got that. All the mirror matchups, and I think the top one is also a mirror match, right? UK versus UK, if I'm not mistaken. And
that's correct.
Yeah. This is crazy.
So it works out. It works out, man. It's not scripted, of course. Never would be, but
it just came out this way by seeing the points. This is so funny. Oh.
Yeah,
definitely scripted. Definitely scripted.
No. Don't look at it, man. Don't look at it.
Right. We're gonna get Hansar, of course, on the Ed. One of the best Eds I've seen. Very fun to watch as well. And Chu coming in with that Blanca, that WhatsApp looking color.
Hell yeah.
Contact
It's
you
all
once
green,
up.
man.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, from Italy, you can rock the green, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's in theme. Not sure about the costume 3 on the Ed, though. I'm not a big fan.
It's a traditional one, right? I think.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, as a German, it's a bit cringe.
it is kind of cringe.
Yeah.
And Boba
But
said,
anyway.
lovely check there from Hansar and go right into that uppercut. Beautiful stuff.
Stuff there from Hansar, good start. And those checks, man, they are important because you can see that too. You know, going in with those drivers across the blanket boards as well. You can check those as well. But that is, of course, way more risky. And now with Blanket in the corner, trying to go for the reversal, but no, that's going to be called out. And now there is the combo with the Blanca Chan as well. Look at that damage, perfect, coming through from Chu.
Getting him spent a bar meter right there. Lovely stuff there from Chu. Perfect to do. And now he's got the beast, the lightning beast on deck here, and he's taking right to the corner. Blanca Chan set up. I love that. The thing is, Hansar's challenging way too much in the corner. Sometimes you've got to slow it down a little bit. I like the challenges, but you're being far too persistent on it. First
Oh my god.
They needed a throw, and every time Chu is punishing him before his trouble misses there. Shout of Earth there. This is Hansar's opportunity now. There's a safe jump in, but the burnout now for Chu is dangerous.
Yeah, with
what a slide.
Yeah, but still staying alive now. Chu and Bernard, there's could actually still turn it on. We have the CA from Hansar, and they're still going to know they're still keeping it alive for the reversal potentially. Coming in with the DI, no stun in the corner, but there's a second one, and there is the stun, and that should be a nice confirm into the CA. Hansar against all odds turns it around in the first game.
Yeah. Beautiful Psycho Chamber there to take out Chu. And the level, of course. Wow, that was such a fast set. Such a fast first game, rather. Didn't even see it fly by just like that. And it's top 16 winners, by the way. Could easily being a top 8 game. Love the clip there. Trader blows. Tries to reach forward. Gets a punish counter hit. Actually gets the clip on. Making him eat some more damage. Throw to boot as well here, of course.
Exactly. So, I mean, you're always got to be scared of the command throw as well. Almost looked like Chu was going for it right at the second as I said it, but of course it was a regular aerial Blanca ball there coming through. Now Hansar, damn it. The reefs on those flicker normals, man. It's so good to get you started there. Now, what a clip though from Chu. What far-reaching normal. Can't quite close it out, but the side switch into the grab. Difficult to deal with, but Hansar with the reactions.
Indeed. Oi, an opportunity here, looks for Oi, love that, plus pressure, level 2, gonna come out quickly, yes, there we go. Let's see what you got. He's just laying it on thick, but now this is dangerous, you take the slide, the river run slide by Chu, clips his toes, even though Blanca's toes need clipping.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I mean, it's one of his weapons, right? Might as well not take the sharpness away from that one.
Honestly. I like the challenge, Hansar looking for an opportunity now. I love that he just pushed his way out of the corner. Didn't give Chu an opportunity to kind of push him in.
Yeah, which is weird, right? Because we saw it in the first game, that kind of backfired a lot for Hansar, but right now, working out for sure here. Okay, nice anti-air coming through from Chu, keeping Hansar on their toes. A trade here, no player being able to start off a combo from this one.
Wait, Psycho Cannon right now. What you got? What you got, baby? Oh my goodness, the flick. Come back to me. She's dead anyway.
Man, those single hit confirms are always going to be impressive to me.
Good boss in there from Hansar. Level 2 now installed, and actually does a world of wonder. People forget how strong this super actually is, because Blanca's gone down a little bit in tier list of people's expectations, but I still think it's a very strong character. And Lightning Beast does a world of works for some of these excellent, like kind of well-versed kind of banker players, right?
Yeah, if they have the combo routes, man, and they have the mix-ups, it's so hard to deal with. But look at those meaty hits that are coming through from Hansar. Lightning Beast didn't do too much here. Hansar still very healthy, and Chu the exact opposite, getting pulled in, but the reversal coming through with the OD Blanca ball, still keeping that round alive, and another Lightning Beast built and activated. Oh! Perfect parry coming through, the damage not enough. Level 2 here, maybe trying to burn out Chu in the process. Oh, there's the reversal from Chu and Hansar. Staying patient, staying clean, and taking this one 2-0 over Chu, moving on to the top 8 winner side. Yeah. Good stuff there from Hansar.
Yeah, lovely stuff from Hansar. Both those guys are phenomenal players. You know, that's why they've made it to top 16 out of a 100-man bracket, right? But Chu just unfortunately getting edged out by Hansar there with his very good Ed, as you can see, and that means he gets into that top 8. Now the next set, of course, Andre versus Scythe. You know, these guys have played very often and very often, I imagine, and I will have to see who Andre goes to today, because I know that of course he's got a variety of characters. He's been dabbling, I don't know if he's dabbling with Rashid. I've not really spoken to him about where he's got with Rashid yet. But
I haven't seen a Rashid from him recently.
No, I don't think we will see it. Most likely the Terry Akuma or Ryu today. Most likely the Akuma. I know that's the character he's really been honing in on. But
but I mean, short tease, but yeah, last week it was the Terry mostly actually, so I don't know. We'll see.
Alright.
Yeah, quick look at the bracket. You can see right now, loser side going on as well. Gaiman still alive there. Ras as well, keeping alive in the bracket. Chu has to fight Joxero there.
Beat Chico 2-0 and is now in top 8 losers. You know?
Exactly so.
No,
exactly so.
Chico!
Chico unfortunately getting out, and then Railgun is waiting for the loser of this upcoming set here, Andre versus Scythe, to qualify for the loser side of top 8 of things.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Chico, but that means it's nice to see the kind of I'm just saying, nice to see some of these players that they're constantly back and forth as well. You'll see them probably face each other in ranked loads as well. So it'd be interesting to see actually how they shift kind of momentum in a tournament set as well. You know, I feel like ranked doesn't always bring out the best players and how they might play. But a ranked tournament setting is a bit different as well, even if it's online, because you're still going to feel the thrill of an online tournament.
Yeah, ranked, I mean, it's like a good average indicator of how you do on an average day, but tournament setting is something entirely different. The nerves coming in, you know, the pressure of actually, you know, being in a tournament, it does something with you, you know, but that's the fun of it, you know. That's what makes it like a bracket fun, I feel like, you know, having the pressure, having the excitement of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, and it was also, we were talking about earlier about how, you know, if you're not that experienced in kind of entering tournaments, I think it's important to do it, because you wouldn't notice the improvement unless you actively try to get better. And I think there's definitely some people that will tell you that they've improved over time. And, you know, Your Angel is a great example. For example, he's definitely developed over time to become one of the premier JPs in Europe. So I think, you know, as you continue to get better, you can see the results, you know.
Exactly so, but guys, we need to see some more results there on the match arena. I still see we're not reached that $50 threshold yet, man. What is going on? Do we have some codes left? Let me refresh the page.
2 codes remaining.
2 codes.
The stream is broken. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll get 2 codes in, hopefully.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, with the 2 codes, we would already get the 50, you know. Oh wait, it is 50. It is 52. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Well, but I mean 52, guys. I mean our stretch goal is 100 for the top 2 payouts, so we still have ways to go. So my point kind of still stands, right? If you have the time, we still have 2 codes you can claim for the 25 cents, and if you would be so generous, then of course you can get in there and make a direct contribution as well if you can afford it. That would be much appreciated as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's see who. So Scythe and Andre. Okay, I do think we're going to see Akuma into his Kimberly, Scythe's Kimberly.
Okay.
So I think this is my prediction.
Let's see if you're right.
I don't. All right, Ryu.
Oh,
I don't think Ryu's going to work out as well as Akuma would. So let's find out.
Okay, but like, what do you think about the matchup with the Ryu here? Is it like better for Kimberly than the Akuma?
I think it's definitely better for Kimberly in the sense Akuma has Kimberly's number. But Andre's got a very certain style about him where he'll try to be too kind of assertive in some choices, and he'll even go for DPs. If I know I baited him abundance of times and I've gone for elbow drop and he's just gone for DP. I'm like, this is free damage.
I mean,
I've
it's
told
also
him
not
kind of.
always about the character matchup, right? It's also about how you feel about the matchup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. But I know that he's okay with the Kuma in his matchup. But saying that, DI a bit hasty with that. Burnout now. Now you've got plenty of life to work with. Just careful now. You've got level 1 to respond to any frame traps, and that's what Scythe is doing right here. Good block combat next versa. Gonna get the wall splat. Yep, the bomb set of fuzzy guard is what you might be looking for. Not quite. The plus frames. Great defense here. Didn't take very much damage.
Incredible.
Didn't take very much damage.
The defense of the corner took maybe 3,000 damage. They're getting the perfect parry as well. Can you finish?
Oh,
misses
no,
the combo,
Andre.
but still blocks the reversal. It's all good. The scramble working out for Andre in the end, taking the first round after a beautiful defensive display in the corner. Let's just forget the last 5 seconds ever happened, right? And move on.
Yep. Nice. Get out of the corner. Great cross-cut DP there from Andre. Goes for that collarbone breaker. Looking for an opportunity here. Trying to get a perfect parry opportunity, but I think right now all he's got to do is play a slow footsie game. One low forward will lead to some humongous damage, and we know how strong you can be. Great DP. I love that. I already saw it coming.
Andre being very clean in this NTNS right now. And there is the combo. Yeah, Scythe cashing it out, and I think that is very smart. Getting the buff online, you know, and then making sure you be able to have time to build some of that meter as well. Getting a jump on Andre, burning out the process as well. Didn't even notice up until now. And this is going to put the advantage towards Scythe in this round. But Andre, what a beautiful Oh my goodness, the level 3.
The trade combo was so beautifully intense, Andre. I'm so impressed with you right now. I've never compliment people normally. You're lucky you got that compliment, Andre, because normally I'm playing with Andre.
Clip it and ship it.
Yeah, normally he knows I'm playing.
Pin it on the wall.
Well, Andre's a good friend of mine, but like, damn, that was sick.
Alright, good stuff there from Andre, yeah. Definitely a very deserved first game here, going in the lead in this first to 2. Still not quite reached the first to 3 echelons in the top 8 just yet. The extension charge on deck as well for some massive combo extension. Look at the damage coming through. Throw loops. No, the shimmy is good. And Andre with another perfect.
That's where Kim suffers in the corner. She does not do well. It's funny because she actually does exceptionally well when she's got opponents in the corner, but when she's in the corner, it's very, very hard.
Other side of the coin, man.
Absolutely. And right here, looking for that meaty jump. And that is dead, by the way. He's dead.
Oh,
he dropped the combo.
More combo.
Hashigeki, pressure, DP, no cross cut here from Andre. Looking for a jab opportunity to push him into burnout. There you go. Level 3 is all he needs right now for one touch. Confirmed. There you go. Just like that. Triple jab into the light Hashigeki. Level 3 Shinshuriken. Beautiful stuff, Andre. Completely double perfect. Double perfect. I mean, it's not very uncommon in this game because it's, you know, Street Fighter 6.
But I mean, props though, because Andre was in burnout in those rounds, right? And he didn't even take some chip and still got those perfects. That was incredibly clean.
Yeah, it was very clean defense right there. That's what it came down to.
Especially against Kimberly, she's a character that can really easy clip you at least once.
Oh yeah, definitely should take you for a ride. But there you go, Andre moving into that top 8 versus Hansar. So that'll be a very fun to watch nonetheless. So that does complete our top 8 soon enough. I think we'll be seeing that, but we've got one more set before we get to the 8 loser side. Alright, Chu and Jock Zero, that's going to be fun. I believe Jock Zero has actually been on Jamie recently, so that'll be fun to see. I've not actually seen his Jamie yet, not really.
Me neither. I would be down for some more Jamie. We started off with some Jamie, but I'm down to see more. Oh, you're not a fan?
Not particularly. I want to see JP, to be honest. I know he's better on JP. And he's been getting famed a lot, I believe, by some of his friends for playing Jamie. So, what do we think? What do we think of his Jamie? Come on, tell us, Hansar. What do you think? You're an angel. I'm sure you got an opinion. I'm probably not too impressed, but I'd like to see. This is what I was saying about trying out a variety of characters in tournaments online. Like, if you're already an established player, there's nothing wrong with kind of trying a few characters out, or I'm going to double this character today in tournament, see how I progress with them. I think that's really important. But of course, what you could be dabbling with is Hess and Crash. Number 22, as you can see, so successful. He's been going for 22 tournaments, 15th year anniversary, 20th June to 22nd. All of us will be there. Me, Swartz, and Vitas. Come and check it out. Plenty of games there to check out. It'll be starting on a Friday, ending of course on that Sunday. I believe it's like open to like 10 PM as well for all the days. So you're gonna get plenty of time to get those sets in.
Angel is there as well.
Yeah. No. Are you going, Andrew? Oh, Angel's going as well. Okay, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Is Teach coming as well? Bring Teach with you, an Angel. Tell him something else. Tell him off as well. Yeah, tell him something. Tell him off.
Up until then, guys, we have, of course, some online goodness here on Saltmine coming towards you as well. Saturday, of course, the Saltmine Rumble coming back very soon for your viewing and playing pleasure if you want to participate. It's a fun tournament for sure. And then, of course, on Sundays, what you're witnessing right now, happening every single week at 5 PM Central European Summertime, the Saltmine League.
Yeah, definitely. You got to be keeping in line with Saltmine League. Guys, let's see if the match winner codes have been claimed. There's one code remaining. So if you haven't claimed the code already, please just claim that last code. That would be so appreciated. And then we are $52, maybe 50 cents or so. That's nice to see, but we can get those top 2 payouts would be amazing, and top 3 payout would be fantastic as well. We are very consistent at hitting those goals, and I think it's really important to kind of the talent that we're seeing here. I mean, it's definitely great to see them getting rewarded. Thank you so much to that last person, Timon. They're claiming that code.
Let's go.
Appreciate it.
All right. I mean, I love seeing that 0 out of 50, guys. Well done. Thank you so much for all the support and for taking some time out of your viewing time to get those codes claimed there. And of course, if you want to contribute to that $100 stretch goal, that would be amazing as well. And as you said, we've been reaching that the last few times very consistently, which of course always brings some motivation to the players as well. But we're going straight into the losers bracket here for top 8 losers. 2 versus Joxero on the Jamie.
Absolutely, and getting right into it with that WhatsApp Blanca.
Gotta flex the master colors, man.
I've not even played that many games yet. I've played like 30 games, I think it is. I need to get my Kimberly colour. I don't even like the green though, to be honest. I like the purple. The first one was better.
Yeah, you got that one?
Yeah, I got the purple one.
Yeah, let's go. Got my DJ collar secured as well, working on the green right now.
Weird.
Fear of missing out, man. That's a strong thing. But I mean, strong thing right now is the corner here for Joxero as well. And the Jamie reaching level 4 on the drinks as well. But the side switch from Chu. Blanket Chan swooping through as well, doing nothing but looking cool.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, one clip, very carefully now, you're in burnout. One clip, oh, looking for that low fall. The backdash was a bit too antsy there. Joxero getting clipped there, unfortunately. And then once again, Lightning Beast is installed, and he's going to take him right to the corner here, Schwartz.
Yeah, with the massive damage, of course, coming through here as well. And now you're stuck in the corner. Nice parry, though. Going to make sure that that situation turns around. The Lightning Beast running out in the process as well. And now, Joxero has the round in his hands, at least, to do some good damage here. Getting those drinks up as well. The pressure. Getting those counter hits in, man. The yellow flashes on the side, blinking with extra. Joxero trying to get out, managing to do so as well.
Nice. Lightning here, looking for an opportunity. Yeah, looking for punish counter opportunities. That's what he's trying to do. But right now, that is death for Joxero. I'm sorry. Sweet dreams, my prince. You are out. First game goes to Chu.
Alright, sticking with the Jamie as well. Yeah, no switch to the JP. I'm enjoying seeing both. Always a big fan as a spectator, at least against JP. But Jamie is here to stay. Oh my goodness, what a catch there on the jump. Confirming that into a nice little combo there as well, putting him right back into the corner.
Takes the throw, and going to continue to take this pressure in the corner is Joxero, but gets a drink for his troubles. Luminous dive kick now unlocked, but he's got a long way to go 2 to 3 drinks is when Jamie kind of becomes a solid character. In particular, now he's getting 100% damage as well. Nice to see.
Alright. Let's see. Anonymous gifted with the 5 subs as we see this round unfold. Thank you so much for the support right here. But the Lightning Beast once again coming through here from Chu. Now they wanting to let this drag out any longer, trying to close out this set as quickly as possible. But Jack's Arrow holding on. Look at that, managing to get all that pressure, getting out the corner.
Oh, a bit antsy with that dive kick. But rather the overhead was a bit too antsy with it, unfortunately, and takes the throw. Yeah, I like the drive because his overhead, right, is actually very far-reaching. It's very deceptive. You've got to be very wary of it, even if you're crouching at full screen. I mean, often there's not a reason to crouch full screen anyway, but it's almost instinctive.
It's like the default, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Down back.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, the strike. Yeah, Palm said that is minus enough to get punished. Chu, ready to go for something here. What you got? Taking to the corner. Chu, very advantageous here. 6-0 on the back foot in the corner. Only 2 drinks. Tries to jab his way out of pressure.
Gets it into the combo there as well. Doesn't go for the drink, rather takes the Oki here to keep up the pressure. Trying to put Chu in towards the corner. Get a perfect parry on the OD Lightning there as well. Now Chu and Bernard. How can Jack Sarah close up this round? The anti-air is so good, but that's a miss. But isn't quite in time for the punish.
Falling star overhead. He is now 3 drinks. That's round 4. Jack Zero. Not even explain what's going to happen because Jack Zero finally gets around on the board. Might be his turning point.
I mean, we always say that, right? But then we see some of those drops coming through earlier. So,
yeah.
Can never be sure, man. Can never be sure. But yeah, Jack Sarah there making it count. Closing out the round. So final round now. Chu still on match point here. But the Lightning Beast is out again.
Indeed. So yeah, Blanca-chan is doing some work for him as well on the side. Love to see that.
Yeah, you being able to activate the Blanca-chan with Lightning Beast, man, that's so oppressive in the corner. And there's the damage coming through, and Jaxero is done. Chu is going to take the set and move on to a loser's top 8.
Yeah, look at that. Very solid gameplay from Chu. Looking rather assertive against Jaxero's Jamie. But, you know, Jaxero traditionally known for his JP, so it's nice to see him dabbling with other characters, as I mentioned earlier, but, you know.
Yeah, putting it to a test in a stress situation as well. You know, that's how you learn, as we elaborated earlier on as well. So I like that Jaxero stuck with the Jamie here.
Yeah,
even though you yourself might not enjoy it that much, but you know.
It's not that I didn't enjoy it, is that actually I know he's kind of better on another character, if that makes sense. But I think the factor here is just that he wanted to dabble and try and test, and that's fair enough.
All right. Yeah, top 8 in Saltmine Shoe. Congratulations, man. Is that the first time, actually? I mean, that would be incredible. But yeah.
I'd be surprised if it was his first time, because I'm sure Chu's good enough to get it anyway. Top 8.
Yeah. Also, make sure, guys, you see the links in the chat. Make sure to retweet that. I will do so as well very quickly. We want to get people in here for that top 8 that you see on your screen right now. Boom, repost. There we go.
Yeah, be sure to get involved with that. That's definitely important. Repost. Lovely.
All right, yeah, Septisonium and all the other people coming as well. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for the ride. Winners top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Andre versus Hansar. Yep. Andre.
All right.
Was my mom. Yeah. Danke.
Yeah. Shout out to mummy there. Shout out to mummy.
Shout out.
She just told me there will be spaghetti tomorrow.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Spaghetti alla mama.
That's the best.
You know?
Rita's living the life there.
Anyway, you know, winners top 8, Envy versus Hansar and Random versus Jumbo. And on the loser side we have Railgun versus Chu, Gaming versus Ras.
Right, Railgun still alive as well. Had to play versus, who was it? Oh damn, my memory. Against Scythe, right, Scythe. Beaten Scythe to get here as well, 2-0 on that one. So yeah, lovely top 8, man. I'm looking forward to this. And now we have our first 2 3s as well. This is going to be so much fun, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see who's been getting some spaghetti on stream. That's the most important thing right now.
Yeah.
Andre and Hansar, I think that'd be very interesting to watch. Actually, Hansar was saying recently he's played a set with Andre. I think they might know, these guys will know each other very well. You know, it's part of the same kind of friendship group there.
You know,
Random
what's
and
funny?
go on.
Hansar's biggest fan is actually not here. The one time Hansar makes top 8, Beverly's not in chat.
No.
But Beverly's coming to SM Crash as well, right?
To SM Crash.
All right. Nice.
Nice. So we're gonna see a few more people out there, guys. If you're not signed up already, Hessen Crash. But Hansar and Andre, that'll be a fun one to watch. Random versus Jumbo. Marissa into Manon. I do imagine Manon kind of winning that set. To be honest,
Should, but I mean that matchup you
We'll
basically
see.
never see, so it's kind of a toss-up. No, I feel.
yeah. The thing is, she's got better buttons, and clipping Marissa out of her kind of armored moves is much easier for Manon. Railgun into Chu. Railgun. I wonder who Railgun actually had to play to get to this distance, because let's have a look where his kind of run was looking like, because he was put into loser's side very early, actually, wasn't he?
I think so.
He was put into loser's side by random, so obviously you just want to see where he went. 2-0 against Bonjo, against Crackerlat 2-1. Oh, it was 2-1 against random, so I need to look at loser's side.
Alright, while you keep that up, we're going to get into it. Our first match here in top 8. Winners Hansar versus Andre. We just talked about Andre still rocking that Ryu. And of course Hansar with the one of the few left to still make it work.
Alright, yeah, so
Lovely backdash, that was beautiful.
yeah, 3 losers into so it wasn't too bad, it was like 3 more losers games. Took out Scythe, and OneStepLayered. So nice one there, but Andre, of course, in burnout very early. Kind of cosplayed a Semi here. Normally he doesn't do that. But Semi's actually been trying really hard to make sure that he doesn't go to burnout, and he knew that I recognised that, and he was saying, yeah, I've been trying to really keep myself in the kind of dry bar. It's almost like a second life. You've got to treat it like that.
It is. It's one of, if not the most important resource in Street Fighter 6, right? Your drive bar. There's so many things depending on it, but that overhead is not one of those. Andre, once again with immaculate defense, is going to able to get out of that burnout safely and close out the first round here.
Absolutely. What a sweep. Wow, you're rude, Andre. I can't believe you just did that.
That is.
Like, that was really rude, actually, because he just walked up. Though the Hansar walked up, it was kind of surprising to go straight up for that sweep. It's another sweep to boot. Wow, okay. Alright.
Strike.
Might be seeing some damage come through. Level 3 wake up. No, not quite. Ready for it is Andre, and not even going to waste his time with the level 3, level 1 or 2. But take your eye out, and now.
Man, that was a quick first one here for Andre. Very solid play, got into burnout there that one time, but didn't even matter in the end. So all in all, very, very solid stuff. Again, those sweeps, man. The spacing on that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. And that's what he's going for, simple target combo sequences into the Hashigeki pressure as well, because he wants to get those Denjin charges. It's important for the Hashigeki, important for the level 1 advantage as well, is to get those little bit of damages in the longer sequences when it comes down to it. Use it now.
Combo so far, right? You get like 2 or 3 more hits, but I mean Hansar is in there as well with those flicker normals. Andre maybe trying to play that a little bit too much.
I want to say something real quick. Andre is one of these examples. When you follow him, like watching him play, how he got better every single season, man, and how strong he is now. This is, this is like one of the reasons I actually do these tournaments. This is crazy.
To see people grow, right, and to see them getting better is beautiful to watch. Oh, but dropping the combo though, but okay, it's fine. American reset, it's all good. Andre securing that perfect. Oh man. It's been dropping a little bit today, Andre has, on those combos, but I mean, made it off by, good defense, all that good stuff. So, Andre still doing immaculately so far in this bracket.
Yeah, let's see as he continues to apply some pressure to Hansar. Level 3 on cue. I love that he uses that fierce. Still, beautiful touch. Might go for level 3 here. Absolutely. Gonna assert dominance here. Shinshu Yukin to get that burnout and a big stack of damage. 1/3 of his health depleted just like that. Hansar only really got level 3 as an answer here.
Gotta be careful,
Of course he's buffering away, yeah. I respect it still though, you know what it is? Actually, Hansar lacks any reversals now. He's in that corner. Watch now, and they might lay on the pressure thick here. He was happy to do that. jump.
The call out on the jump though with the flicker. And they're going to the parry on the ground there, but not being able to put on the pressure. And now Andre kind of in the picker, but still in a good position here. Both players. There's the combo starter from Andre, and he can burn the meter. Doesn't drop the combo this time around. Andre up 2-0.
Very nice stuff, Andre. Knowing his kill combos and his sequences. Excellent stuff. 2 games up on Hansar right here, and looking exceptionally strong.
I like that. Baiting the drive parry there in the corner, and then cancelling that into the kill rush. A little bit of a classic for sure, but I feel like it's a little bit underused recently after they kind of nerfed the kill rush, but still.
The most important thing is to use it when it matters and kind of get your damage where you can. You might have to shift the playstyle a little bit, and that's just what happens with balance changes ultimately. Boy, nice level 2. There we go. Psycho, cannon. And that should be the round. There we go. The uppercut to follow up and continues that sequence. 22 hits. That's a round for Hansar. One more round is very vital here. You don't want Andre running away with the set. He's looking so strong right now.
So don't want him on match point either, you know. At least you have a little bit of don't have that pressure of Andre, you know, with one good round, maybe teasing it out somewhere to take the set. But Hansar looking incredible so far. Andre now kind of feeling the pressure, going for those OD reversals, which can be baited out from Hansar in return, of course. But look at that connection there from Andre in the corner. Look at the damage coming through. Are you going to level 3? Yes, you are. And that should be the round here for Andre. Massive damage on that combo.
Very vital to be getting that round there, actually, because he was in burnout. Risked losing it if he did not spend. So you know what? Spend it now. Better than never. Right, on set point. In our top 8 winners, of course, first to 3. This is CPT format here at Saltmine League. Right now, Andre is starting off strong.
Okay, trying to bait the reaction to the fireball with the light hash Jackie there. Huh?
As you mentioned, CPT format, you know, that's the reason why I actually run it. For me personally, I think it just makes most sense than when the people actually play in the format they have to play all year.
Yeah.
Qualifying for that cup, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Psycho Chamber comes on through. Hansar in a very advantageous position right now. Andre, lack of super bar, lack of drive bar as well as soon as he gets out of this animation. And in the corner too. What you got, Andre? Tap of parry.
Out a little bit more of that drive bar there as well with the cancelled flicker into the kill rush there. I like that. Just trying to keep Andre on low drive, and there's the punish counter. Though doesn't quite kill, but Andre now in a dire position. Crush in the corner. And Hansar is keeping alive in the set.
Few too many parries there from Andre. He needs to kind of be a bit more conservative on that. He's trying to challenge the flickers, but if anything, do it reactively. When you see Hansar throw out the flicker, then you parry, right? You want to get the perfect parry opportunities instead that way, because he's doing it preemptively. It's costing him drive bar in the long run.
Hansar is not falling for that. Every time he sees that, right, he's cancelling those, and then you're just kind of stuck in the lag and losing drive bar there as well. So it's not a good deal for Andre for sure. Hansar with another strong start. Anti-air clean there coming through as well. Overhead nicely blocked away from Hansar with immaculate defense right now. Calling out all the options there from Andre, getting another nice combo, but DDI is not the answer. Low on drive in the corner now.
Great for an opportunity for reversal. Yeah, he kind of saw something coming. I like that from Andre. The fierce come through the fireball, parries on through, tries to fierce again, but he gets shouted for his troubles. Andre very close to getting equalized on by Hansar. Hansar picking up the pace.
I really like that. Hansar, you know, putting on the pressure when it is good, and then playing very defensively when Andre is trying to turn those situations around. I really like how Hansar is adapting right now on the game plan there from Andre. That jump, I mean, gotta test him at least sometimes, you know, but Andre is solid on those anti-airs. The reversal is not good to work out as well. Punish, counter, heavy kick for the crumble, and the corner carry with the Tatsu as well.
Absolutely. Bro, and Andre on the cusp of taking around to make it a set point. Beautiful little shimmy, but doesn't capitalize correctly. DP is going to come out exactly. Andre is very on point with those DPs, anti-airs. Go time, looking forward to that, getting that over. The collarbone breaker comes on through to get the set point. both on 3 bars of super. Andre looking to definitely spend at some point. Gets him right into the corner. Has to kick pressure. Starts off with the throw. Wonderfully checked by Hansar.
I like the reset there, knowing that Andre likes to parry that, getting the punish counter throw off that as well. Getting a good and healthy lead here, but oh my goodness, just a raw Tatsu there in neutral, actually working out, getting the damage on Hansar too. Both players, of course, having level 3. That's a shimmy coming in from Hansar, and that should be the combo into the Psycho Chamber. And that is coming through as well. Pressure is going to kill, but it's going to be close.
Find out. I think that's dead. There you go.
Yes.
And the light is equalized in games. We are getting our very first to 3, going the whole distance. These guys are fighting tooth and nail right now. Andre.
This is what I'm here for, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Some top tier Street Fighter 6 right now. And good adaptation by Hansar.
Exactly, but now Andre mixing up his playstyle as well. You know, we've seen barely any fireballs from Andre, but now the Hadokens are coming through and then calling out the flicker as an anti-fireball tool, jumping in right for the punish counter. I love the adaptation for Andre so far.
Yeah, good side switch there from Hansar to kind of get Andre into the corner, but fighting right on back. The driver should chase down the fireball pressure. And very important, the sweep not getting punished by Hansar. Very careful now. The psycho uppercut to get anti-air and the push into the corner. What you got? Flicker again. See, this is where Andre's mistakes are coming in now. He's being far too preemptive. Got to be more reactive.
But still gets those sweeps, man. The punish counter there as well, always setting up those okay situations, but here is Hansar with the level 1, burning out Andre in the process. Potential round-winning play here for Hansar if he can close up. But straight into the level 1, this could have been potentially more, but yeah, no drive meter of course, so maybe that was the best option there, but now stuck in the corner with no drive, trying for the jump, but Hansar has the anti-airs and is able to clutch out the first round in this game 5. Match point for Hansar.
Yeah, absolutely looking very strong right here. But be careful though, because Andre's making a few kind of clear weaknesses where he's jumping a lot, he's getting anti-air for it. He's putting himself into ban-out quite far too often for my liking. And now Hansar has completely reversed the situation with a set point for himself.
Okay, good throw escape there from Andre in mid-screen. Risky inherently, but still, but yes, as I said, Andre trying those jumps time and time again. Oh, that drops the combo too.
That's dead.
Oh, that's going to be game. Again, level 3 is built, and Hansar with a reverse 3-0 is going to take the set. Hansar, my goodness, that is clutch as fuck. Love it.
Very nice there for Hansar. Good stuff. 3-2, very close set and a very good reverse sweep. Andre, unfortunately, falling into traps, not enough quick adaptations. There was just far too much preemptive parries in response to the flickers. He needed to be reactive and buffer, kind of drive rush behind the touch of the flicker. It's unfortunate.
Man, and those drops too, like we've seen it from time and time again there from Andre, man, those hurt so much, especially there in the last round. That Tatsu, man, whoa, that was rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff to Hansar, man, keeping his cool, getting that reverse sweep, and moving on to the winners finals right there. I almost got juked again by challenge. Yeah, go ahead, Regis.
Schwarz, you're fired for saying the F word on stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Family friendly here, but of course, top 8 as
about the bad F word, not the commentator F word, okay?
Femi, yeah, shout out to Femi. Femi's like, you know, it's funny because I met him after such a long time at Paris and Red Bull Kumite. I knew him from like 15 years ago, and when I used to go to like the locals. And it's crazy. He recognised me actually. I look very different back then, so a bit more chubbier, shall I say. Random and Jumbo next on our winner's side. Railgun and Chu waiting to play on that loser side in gaming, of course, versus Ras. We'll see how that plays out. But Andre, of course, in that loser side now. I think he can make the distance though, because we've seen Andre take a Salt Mine before as well. You know, he definitely can do it. It just the adaptations weren't quick enough.
Top of the charts right now, of course, as well. But yeah, go ahead.
Why don't you tell us about the World Warriors there, Schwartz?
Yeah, I mean, coming up, of course, here on Saltmine, starting off with EU Northeast on the 22nd of June right there. That's a Thursday for you guys on 7 p.m. Central European Standard Time, of course, 6 p.m. British Standard Time. Next day, following up right after on Friday, UK and Ireland. keeping the streak going, of course, 4 days in a row, because after that is going to be Saturday for EU West, and then the best region coming up on Sunday, Germany, to close out 4 days in a row of World Warrior goodness.
Yeah, it's going to be some good fun on those World Warriors. Can't wait for all that stacked action. Make sure you tune in, even if you're not participating, right? You've got to tune into the Premier action. You're going to see some the top.
You're actually doing something wrong. You should support the regions by entering.
What?
You know?
Well, unless you're in the region, that's what I meant, Rios. But like, you know, if you're from Britain, I would.
Obviously, talking about, you know, if you are from the UK and not entering UK, then I'm actually asking, what are you doing?
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, you should enter anyway. I mean, even if you know you're not gonna make it, even if you like, I think these are the chances to kind of go against some of the best. It's really important and vital that you do that. So always get involved where you can. It's really, really important for self-improvement.
Also gets the numbers up, you know. It's always also nice for Ritus here organizing all that. You want to see lots of people getting in there, getting involved.
It's not about me, don't worry.
It's not about you, no, but still, I mean, the bigger the bracket, the better.
It's about Rios.
That's what I'm saying.
It's always about Rios. We love you, Rios. He's not saying anything. Right, Rios, get us the next damn game. Come on. Move it on.
If you love me, subscribe to the channel. That's the only
I'm already
offer I
subscribed.
accept, okay?
I'm already subscribed. So what's your point? Do you see my subscriber remote? 14-month subscriber.
Damn.
That's how long I've known you, It's 40 months. Probably longer, actually.
It only says 1 year.
Oh. Anyway. That's long enough to it for anyway. But yes, right into the action. Random getting in there. No time to waste.
Subscribers actually vote for it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Shout out to Bolty. We love a bit of Bolty anyway. But right here, Jumbo fighting right on back on Random, who was getting straight up aggressive. 2 medals on queue right now. I think Random looking for another.
Yeah, got a little bit of a command grab started earlier. And now kind of back into the mid screen right here. Okay, overhead. Both kind of scrambling right now here with those lights, trying to get something started. It's going to be Jumbo though with a nice block on the overhead.
Yeah, really good blocks on the degages, because, you know, that's actually very tricky. Beautiful clip right there, level 2. Etoile gonna come like this, should kill. There we go. Lovely confirmed from Random. Random knows the kind of skill sequences, and it's very tight instances, right? He's very quick to the beat, and he's very quick on the mark of getting ready to, alright, I'm going to do this combo, I'm going to do that combo, I'm going to go into this sequence. Because sometimes you could choose the wrong combo, which doesn't kill. Meteorite comes right on through as an anti-air though from Jumbo.
Yeah. Nice. Jumbo has been showing that he's very quick on those supers, man, as a reversal option. Making it work right here for some massive damage. Now Random getting out of the corner, getting another hit grab there. 4 medals now on the board for the Menor. All right into the empty jump command grab. Look at the damage. Reversal there from Jumbo. Charging it up, maybe trying to trip Random up, but Random is just going to wait for the resolution of that first game going towards Germany.
Yeah, definitely in this instance. I like the little shorts to check. Jumbo on the approach, the roundhouse. Gonna get fun up for your troubles as well. Throw, just a simple throw. I think that was not intentional misinput there from Random, unfortunately.
It's like, okay, a little bit of a side switch set up there from Jumbo. I kind of like that. Keeping Random on their toes in there. You're not the only character who has a command grab. Marisa coming in with that as well. Always gotta have to keep that on your mind, because that command grab dealing massive damage as well. Just walking forward, look at that. Nice reversal. Jumbo ready to close out this first round there, very nice. Again, going into the lead here in this game, but we've seen Random making this work before. Those target combos dragging you in, man. It's always like a 50-50 afterwards, but Jumbo again with those supers, man, the reversals on this guy.
Yeah, he's definitely getting those in. Meteorite doing a lot of work for him, actually. Yeah, we're going to get the Gladius to come through. And right now, Jumbo's on a very good advantageous spot, looking for that heavy kick punish counter. Wants to get something out of Random, knowing that he might press buttons at a distance. And Guten comes on through, and the armor works the wonders. Right now, he's looking for an opportunity. Beautiful overhead Worked so nicely, and the driver baited. Gorgeous stuff there from Jumbo. A game apiece.
And there was like 5 reads in a row, just being 100% correct there from Jumbo. That was quite nice to close out the second game. And now we're going into the third again. Empty jump into the command grab, and Jumbo likes to go into the parry right there.
Good tech there. They're recognizing Jumbo wants to get a throw in to start something. Beautiful Demacrius there. The meaty. The charge buttons can really catch you off guard if you don't keep an eye on them. You get those plus frames. Got the advantage here. Now he's not really closing the gap. Careful now. What a lovely whiff punish there from Random.
That was beautiful. Burning out Jumbo in the process as well. And that is so hard to deal with, I guess, especially against Manon, who has like a very nice string there as well. Trying to go in with a charge button, but Random just staying at that perfect distance to always have that counter available.
Yeah, overhead attempt from Jumbo. Nearly a bit too far there, unfortunately, but perfect parry comes through. Gets the sequence going here. No Gladius behind that, and Random's instantly checking and goes right into Manage. Yeah, exactly. 5 mils is even against Marissa is gonna hurt, right? She might have that extra little bit of health, but she gets the goddess of the hunt. Jumbo right to the wall. Doesn't get actually any true OT from this anymore. She used to get actually stalemate situation. Guaranteed checkmate rather.
Oh, speaking of checkmate, Random could have reacted, I think, but no. He's gonna just let the round go into the final round with a super meter advantage. And I think that's a smart move here. Let's see if he can clutch it out, or if Jumbo is going to turn this one around. Going for the DI, but now it's super unsafe against jump, and it's Random getting the damage, of course. Level 5 command grab. There is the damage. Look at that.
Good tech. 5 mils on cue, and actually going to confirm that crouch pierce into level 3. Yeah, this is 5 mils. That's 500 extra damage on top of the already damage she has on it. So, beautiful.
Oh, and going for the OD command grab. That just sucks in as well. Perfect. Of course, no Random in a bracket without a Random perfect.
Absolutely.
We've talked about it, man. Manon just steals rounds, and Random especially so.
Oh yeah, and Manon's known for Random is in total, right?
Yeah.
Perfect people a lot of the time.
Random is still the player with the most perfects in Saltmine League in Street Fighter series.
Yeah. Would not surprise me. Oh, careful now. He wants another one, but gets caught by the Gladius. Charge Gladius once again, and you pay the price for that punish counter. It hurts a lot.
For that second hit in there, that's like that's so much damage, man. And it feels bad because you get the animation there as well, the cinematic, and there's the burnout, nicely done with the DI. Burning out in the process directly into the stun, and now Marissa combo damage coming through, cannot quite finish off this round, but still in a good position, keeping Random in the corner, but Random is faster in the air and gets the punish counter off the reversal, but still Jumbo alive, but the overhead is going to close this one out. What a round between the two, but Random on match point.
Tell you what, right, I think that was a buffered meteorite, but because he saw that Random wasn't going for it, yeah, he wanted to go for the overhead for sure, but he held back. He held with all of his might to make sure that he would not go for that overhead.
And I'm keeping Jumbo on their toes right there with the level 1 there as well. Commander coming through. 4th medal secured. Oh, beautiful confirm. I like that there from Jumbo.
Yeah, got to sit down coming through. Gets the corner situation now.
Random. Oh my goodness. Oh, resetting into the grab as well. Jumbo in the corner. Random in a good position. Perfect parry coming through. And the CA is built. There it is. Close your ears, man, because Random is singing. Random is taking the set 3-1 over Jumbo.
Yeah, it's very speedy set. This set was actually very, very fast. But they both exude like an extortionate amount of damage sometimes, you know, especially when Random can get 5 medals on Manon and use it so effectively, especially because, you know, it's like a surprise, you know, it can come out of nowhere and the medals build up so fast, and that's where it becomes very much a conditioning kind of factor there. But that means Jumbo goes into the loser side of the bracket. He'll be fighting either Railgun or Chu. And we'll be seeing Railgun or Chu now, actually, momentarily. And that's going to be fun to watch. Blanca into Cammy. Might see the Ken again, because it's not seen as a good matchup for Cammy, is the Blanca matchup.
Yeah, Blanca just, Blanca balling all over the place. Very hard to catch for Cammy to establish really good offense with her own, like, aerial pressure. So I could see the Ken,
Yeah, I definitely think Ken might be an option. We can see that he's worked out here and there for Railgun. I know that he's won offline tournaments, I believe, in Germany with his Ken. At the locals that he goes to with Septonium. So I know he's definitely done some work in the past with it. But I feel like Cammy being the much more established option and the well-versed option for Railgun, I think that's always the better choice to go for.
Well, we'll see what character Railgun choose to play. Do you know if Chu has any secondary characters going on, or is it Blanca?
As far as I know, he only goes for Blanca.
This is my favorite commentator of all time, Josie FGC with the sub.
Yo, Josie.
Favorite comment, this is how you treat us, right? It's time for us to leave, Sorts. See you later.
I guess so, man. I mean...
Well, I'll remember this, Ritas. Yeah, exactly. See, Sorts, don't forget.
I was a slow man.
Listen, Ritas thinks he has the power. We've got the power here. That's all. He just doesn't know it. But shout out to Josie. I don't think I've commentated with Josie before. Maybe we'll get in a gig one day.
Yeah,
I haven't had that.
He had a long break because he served in the military.
Okay, alright, fair enough. Hopefully it's all been well for you. But in the meantime, Railgun versus Chu, and we are going to get the Cammy from this get-go.
This is the Cammy, alright. Well, let's see. I mean, so far working out quite nicely. Good start into the set right now. Already having Chu here on almost yellow HP.
Oh, that was plus for Dave. He's just throwing buttons at him. Yeah. Chu doesn't even care. He's just throwing. No, he was just literally throwing buttons. That was actually plus for Railgun. And it's plus again. I'm surprised he didn't press the button. There was a counter hit opportunity there. But Chu is just throwing out those slides. It's nice.
Well, sometimes it's just gonna be a little bit brazen, right? But I mean, didn't work out quite well here for Chu in this first round, at least. Railgun with a very solid one to start us off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Looking absolutely exceptional right now. Level 3 here. I can already smell a combo into level 3 from Railgun. Beautiful stance forward. That is a beautiful tag. There we go. And as I expected, level 3 going to come through. Delta Red Assault, and that's going to be snapping some next. That is a perfect for Railgun. What a great first game for him.
Well smelled there. Well smelled.
Oh man.
It was coming with a perfect as well. Railgun is going to start this set off clean with a 1-0 here. Let's see how Chu can adapt to this. Maybe not be, as mash happy. Really has been throwing out a lot of buttons.
He's looking for a lot of counter hit opportunities, but he's actually in the deficit right now. You can't be doing it as you please. You've got to find your opportunities correctly. And Chu knows that. He's an experienced player, right? It's why he's in top 8. Sure. But he's got to capitalize correctly.
Maybe it was a little bit of a, testing opportunity in the first game as well. See how Railgun reacts to those normals. But I mean, look at that. Working out already. Chu taking the first round here. Getting some nice hits to confirm and do some more damage. That jump in though. Railgun not ready with the anti-airs. But here we go. OD cannon strike to start us off.
Yeah, boy, what a clip. The claws right into the lightning beast, and this is where it starts to get messy. This is where it gets freaky. Oh my goodness, that is dead. Sweet dreams, my prince. That is a game to shoot, and the tides are turning. It's like a pendulum, back and forth. Whose turn is it now?
Super fast too. Wow. Right, and keeping up the speed here is Chu already going in with the drive rush right into the grab. Flashing a little bit of a drive parry right there, but didn't really matter much. Railgun doing the same, so both players kind of needing a little bit of drive right now.
Yeah, absolutely. What a lovely check. These players are always ready to check untrue string approaches as well. Like the drive rush approaches on Oki, they'll be so willing to check it, and I love that because you're not going to get away with free pressure, and that's why we see a lot of these players are jabbing. You saw Jumbo do it earlier, we see Railgun do it here. They're not going to let anyone closing on them for free.
Yeah, not going to let you get away with a reset as well, right? Always ready to be ready for those interactions. But look at that, the burnout coming through here from Chu. Getting these side switch though, still having a good chance at this round. And that's a nice confirm into the lightning right there.
Absolutely, and Chu really turning the tide here, considering Railgun started so strongly.
I actually didn't think that lightning would have killed, man, but that deals an
Oh, it does an
amount of
insane,
damage.
yeah, an insane amount of damage.
Yeah.
Deceptive. This is why I said this game still needs toning down in terms of damage-wise. It's far too high.
Here we go. Chu already having a good start, and my goodness. Getting all those counter hits and the combos afterwards. 2-1 now for Chu. Kinda got run down in the first game, but now doing a way better job, and Railgun is switching up the characters. Probably gonna be the Ken if I had to assume.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying about counter picks, right? Like, you know, the Kami suffers against Blanco. Ultimately, that is the quota per se here. But you know what? The thing is, Ken is definitely a good choice. You know, we've seen he's well versed enough, and I think he can definitely do something with it. It's whether he chooses to do something with it now and how he does something with it.
Well, let's see how the Ken works out. That we never mind. It's the Akuma. Actually.
All right, you taking us for a bit of a ride here, are you, Railgun? I'm not sure about this pick. I've seen it once or twice, but
I mean, if he's confident.
all I'm saying is, I remember bodying his Akuma with my Kimberly, so it's not a good pick.
Oh well, that's not a good start to it, is it? With a miss on the light. Go on.
I'll call you out, Railgun, and
sure
he knows it. And he knows it. Right, oh, the clip here. And of course, the live test set already on Akuma, right? 9k health. Okay, it's not that big of a factor as we can make out to be, but that might be dead here.
Excellent recognition. Oh, Cherub from
Actually,
the eye. It misses though. The range not enough, but still the claws coming in for the swipe. Chu on match point. Akuma has just been imploding, man. Definitely not working out so far. Let's see if Railgun can find their footing on this Akuma right here. Oh, nice. I like the hitboxes, making sure that you cannot approach for free. But here's the lightning beast.
Carried him for days and days and days. Look at that. Lightning beast, and doesn't even challenge on this instance. Gets comboed, and he's going to continue the sequence. Oh my god! You are a monster. Get him off the stream. Unacceptable. That is disgusting.
That is. The
You
side
are
switch in there
actually-
as well.
Nah, you're actually disgusting, Chu. We're not friends anymore. We can't be friends after that. Right, that's actually like, nah. That was, yeah, it was cold. Jug Zero, that was cold.
That is,
Like,
my god.
Nah, that's evil. You're actually evil. It's too much. You have to watch out for someone like Chu, you know, this coming World Warrior season. Yeah, but that kind of mix-up I've not even seen before. Like, I've seen so many mix-ups, and like, still I continue to see more mix-ups 2 years down the line. Like, that's crazy.
Let's mix up the character, man. It's insane.
Nah, you're
Blanca
disgusting.
mains get rolling, quite literally, if you excuse the pun. It's insane. But yeah,
Nothing
Chu
gets
doing
excused
amazing.
here, you're fired.
Yeah.
Worth it.
But as you can see, the World Warrior season is beginning. June the 26th, the very first one, Europe, Northeast. Make sure you are lined up for that, because if you're not signed up already, do it now, because times are ticking. And of course, UK Ireland, my home country, you know, UK Ireland, 27th. All the boys are getting ready, all the gals are getting ready. Make sure you get practicing, because that was we're going to be looking out for some exceptional players. And I know that some people, they're moving out, like Rainpro, for example, we've gone back to Hong Kong, and you know, Hurricane's no longer in there, but there's people that are coming into it, you know, like Moz, for example, top 8 South African World Warrior qualifier. Andre, you know, it was always a contender. I think this year he's going to definitely be more of a contender. Got Smix on the line as well. There's so many other players as well. We've got, of course, Europe West and Germany as well. All 4 days back to back to action. Make sure you get signed up if you haven't already. The sign up links are in the Discord, so do !Discord, join the Discord and get involved. And of course, we have our weeklies every Sunday. That'll be a bit more on the lowdown when we are obviously in the World Warrior season, but get involved.
Hell yeah. And of course, guys, we have the Metro Reno going on still as well. We might not have any coupons left, but if you would be so generous to directly contribute to the prize pool as well, that would be much appreciated. Of course, we're still trying to reach that $100 goal to pay out our top 2 here today, so that would be absolutely insane. If you have, I mean, even if it's just $1, if you would be so kind, that would be amazing, because that number right below me hasn't moved for quite a while, you know, so maybe we can get that up by a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, but let's see who we got lined up next. We've got Gaming and Ras. That's going to be an interesting one. I've not seen these two play before. Akuma and DJ. I imagine that's quite an even matchup because of.
Why did you join my lobby, bro?
Hey?
Fired.
Fired.
Who's fired? Who joined? Hansar.
Not yet, brother. Not yet. Get out of here.
You kick him out. Well, let him wait at least.
You know, he's not used to being in winners finals, so you know. I didn't invite you. It's probably still the old invite, and you just joined for random reasons.
That was because that was cold.
I didn't invite you.
I have this screenshot. Are you making a screenshot of every invite you get?
The invite stays when you're not closing the game.
Alright, while you get that situation sorted out, I'll let you guys do it. We're gonna get move on here with the gaming and Ras. Akuma versus DJ, and as you said already, that matchup is kind of even. Both DJ and Akuma have tools to move around each other. So it's a very interesting one.
Yeah, definitely, and completely with the aggression. The thing is, we saw this earlier from Ras. It was constant aggression, not letting go, like a dog with a bone, right? And he's gonna make you. He's gonna force you to fight for your life. And this is what he's gonna keep closing the pressure here. Sweep comes in from gaming. Nice little step back to close, kind of force bite of the throw. But look, there you go, instantly parrying straight into offense, right into offense, right into offense. Keep going. He will not let go.
But still, I mean, it seems like Gaiman has found the rhythm there to get the punishes on Ras, because that round was kinda nice here. Always getting those whiffs. I mean, we saw the so bad connect, but other than that, Ras hasn't really been getting anything started here. Jump is going to be anti-aired as well, very clean from Gaiman, and going towards the corner here as well with that throw. Gotta be careful with those fireballs though, because DJ has a very good anti-fireball, but that confirmed to the weekend pleasure is also very clean here, getting some good damage, burning some of that drive away as well.
Yeah, definitely doing a big chunk of health right now, and Gaiman is now in burnout. Dive kick comes on through, high blade kick. Unfortunately, the stack of drive bar plus frame, mega plus if anything for us. He's just throwing everything out, and this is the thing, he's just throwing every resource out, and Gaiman has to answer it. He has to be ready. The constant back and forth momentum, the sways, you know, the constant pressure of throws and jabs, and you know, plus frames. You've got to be ready to bite, and this is what this game's about. It's completely hectic.
Yeah, exactly. Ras is just overloading your mental stack, as they say, right? Just throwing out all options.
Always did. Even in Street Fighter 5, he played Balrog, right? He was always straight in your face. Straight with literally, you know, because he was straight.
Yeah, and I mean, in Super 6 right here, DJ is a very good character for that, right? Because he has so many options to bait you out with a sway and all that good stuff. And also good buttons on an opponent and burnout if you force it. Look at that, the eye coming in straight through the fireball. Going to finish it off with a heavy punch as well, Ras. With the round.
Yeah, and very rarely for gaming I've seen Bewildered like this, and right now he is taking a bit of a beating here. They'll find an opportunity to get his momentum rolling, parrying, the high blade kick gets checked, and instant into that sweep. Again, back to square one. He gets the sweep, back to square one. I'm going to keep mauling you with pressure.
Of course, Ras always has the option to also just keep switch up the tempo afterwards as well. You know, if he overloads you and you think he's always going to press a button, then at one point maybe he isn't, and then you're going to whiff, and the whiff is going to go through. It's very hard to deal with here for Gaiman and Ras. So making it look like that matchup is looking mighty clean here for DJ. Oh my god, those soul butts are hitting so nicely. So the spacing on those is so incredibly nice.
Yeah, and double perfect parries as well. I love that for Ras right there. Where's sweep? Where you got keep mauling.
Ras kind of low on drive here though.
You see how he's actually kind of slowed down the momentum completely. Gaming. He's forced Ras. He's answered nearly all of his options here. So that's why here he gets the Imperium's end. He's just kind of keeping him at bay constantly, and that's where he finally gets in and he does the damage he needs to do. Because the Akuma can exert an extortionate amount of damage.
Exactly. So You have to be clean with those stops on the drive rush because you can see Raz is able to confirm everything, make every hit work and worth it. 50% gone already here on Gaiman, straight into the throw loops in the corner, trying to go for another one. No, you gotta go for the strike instead. Gaiman is not going to waver though, staying defensive in the corner, but nice anti-air from Russ, keeping up the pressure. There is the jabs, and with the meter to dump, that should be the round and the game. Russ up 2-0.
Yeah, looking very strong against someone like Gaiman who made top 8 at Brussels Challenge. You know, these are premier player in itself, especially someone who's been going offline to play and perform, right? That's what Gaiman's been doing. So let's see how he fares right now. DP comes on through, great backdash there, yep, and the sway, juggling sway, yeah, exactly, juggling sway to take the side switch. And here he keeps laying on that pressure, thick and sweet. He has got to do something right now, and he's taking the throws.
Okay, nice whiff punish there from Gaiman. I mean, Raz, yeah, has been putting on the pressure, but has been bleeding HP in the process, right? Always getting, you know,
big jump
some of those numbers, but yeah, we're straight over the air slasher for some good damage reversal coming through from Raz immediately. Doesn't want to stay in that corner, doesn't want to give Gaiman a way to answer here in kind.
Absolutely, the fire blade kept coming through, and that's a big chunk. That is dead for Raz right now. We're going to go to level 1 possibly. Oh, level 3, okay, you want to watch the animation, give yourself some time to think, why not? Super Calamity, you owe me rent money, pay up.
There it is.
Like that, yeah. And
money exported.
Exactly, first game to Akuma. And the thing is, this might be his chance to kind of get things rolling now. He's got the kind of taste of how Raz is playing. And this is why first 3 is, again, you know, another topic of discussion.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Gaiman rather has been figuring out a little of the rhythm that Raz is bringing on the table, you know, with those aggressive options. And you can see that Raz now has to adapt and already taken out a little bit of the tempo here. Trying to switch up the timings there. Oh, the DI coming through, but nice grab. Good reaction there from Raz. Trying to bait out something there, checking the drive first as well. Burnout directly into the stun with the DI. 2 light soulbuds for some reason, and there it is, the combo coming through.
It was definitely a time setup. Definitely a time setup. Yeah.
It looked funny though.
Yeah, it was time setup into max damage, I think. But not enough dry bar to follow that sequence. The knee shot there to navigate around the fireball. Jug back sway, heavy air slasher. Double hitting, of course. Very strong fireball has DJ.
Raz still in burnout. Oh, getting clipped by the fireballs now. Okay, going through it. Nice bait with the second dash, but the OD fireball is going to take care of business. Gaiman with the round.
Bit too antsy with a heavy air slasher, I think. You could have just blocked, basically, instead of risking taking a fireball up that close, especially the OD, considering that Gaiman had that spare drive bar to deplete. And right now, looking on cue to take this game here. Very good. Why does he not walk up at heavy air? He's not walk up at heavy any like jackknife maximums actually, and that's kind of worrying because you're not showing your opponent you're willing to reversal, even though you're constantly on the beat. You're not showing any reversal options, so your opponent's going to keep pressuring you. You have to give yourself some room to breathe at some point.
Exactly, and now it seems like Gaiman really has to read on Raz's playstyle right now. Really have to change up the tempo. You have to go off beat, if you will, to keep the energy going, you know. If you press your buttons at the exact same rhythm every single time, man, you're gonna get called out for the game, and has been finding some immaculate whiff punishes.
Yeah, and this is why it's so important to adapt when you can. And right now, taking to the corner, heavy jackknife maximum, the throw to boot. Weird, the waning moon comes right on through. That is guaranteed DI right there. There you go, and a round to Raz. After all the hard work the game has been putting in, Raz finally gets himself to set point.
Right, we got a checkmate here, and first time we see a match with God's game, and the last 2 games was incredibly clean. Didn't give a round to Raz here, but now the adaptation is coming through. The rhythm is different. DJ is dancing a different tune. Let's see if Gaiman can use the limited time available here to adapt, and so far it's looking quite good. Getting the punch counter throw here as well. Raz low on drive rush and kinda low on HP as well, but here we go, reversal once again.
Gonna go meaty, yeah, he tries to reach, but a rollback saves him, and that is a round right. No, he doesn't go for level 1. Oh my goodness, greedy boy, greedy boy. Level 3, careful now. Yes, exactly. Good straight pressure there. The thing is, could have been very risky there. He actually could have died if Raz actually goes to level 3. in that
final game,
sequence.
final round coming through now. Perfect parry to start us off. Gaming already, getting the rhythm down. Going with the heavy punch there on the ref. A good check on the approach from Raz. Coming in with the overhead, but Raz is clean with the block. Still kind of stuck in the corner though, trying to get out with the drive rush.
Yeah, for sure. Level 3 on both sides here, Swartz. And the thing is, they know they're going to play it slower here. Even with the Sobats, he's throwing them out. He's being very wary of how he's facing them. He does not want to get caught in a perfect parry instance or get punished by them. Look how he played the Hadouken pressure. Go Hadoukens are coming out, and air slashes are they're not even being thrown right now. He'd rather they have parried them, if anything.
Yeah, he really wants Gaming to react to something, baiting out right there, and the reaction coming through, but Rust already with a punish. There's the combo. It's not going to kill, but it's going to put Rust in a very difficult position. One throw away, one good hit away, one good normal away. Kind of stuck in the corner, low on drive gauge as well. One bar left here on Rust, and there's the OD fireball that's going to close out. Gaming with the reverse sweep again is going to take this set and eliminate Raz and move on in the bracket.
Yeah, very, very good adaptation by Gaming. Just clean kind of play, like against how Raz was playing very strategically offensive and aggressive. And he managed to slow him down. He managed to slow his momentum. And that was really important to actually taking the set and reverse sweeping, as you said. But that means we move into our top 6 now. On that winner's side or winner's finals, we have Hansar versus Random, Jumbo and Chew in that loser's side, along with Andrea and Gaming. That'll be a very interesting watch, that one there. It's fun to see how this is progressing.
Both are Chew versus Jumbo is going to be fun as well. Marisa versus Blanca sounds like a lot of jank.
yeah, exactly. Let's see how that. Any predictions? Do you have any predictions? Who might be taking it? I can see that. I know your Angel was very convinced that Hansar was taking it today.
Yeah, lots of people are saying Hansar is looking good, and I have to agree, man. Hansar looking quite clean, but Random always a force to be reckoned with, man. If he cheats you all of those rounds, it kind of gets to you as well mentally, man. Like it's hard. But of course, we have some heavy hitters in the loser side as well. Andre leading the leaderboards in terms of points right now can always be a threat, like always. So we'll see, man. I can't really predict anything. If I had to like say someone, I would say Random has a very good shot, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, Andre's I mean, see Xenox there giving a good shout out to Andre, but that'll be fun to see. And we can see it will be Jumbo versus Chew now. We get losers round 9 quarters, semis. I can't remember semis, quarters. No, it's quarters.
It's
quarters, semis, finals. Yeah. Jumbo versus Chew. So that'll be Blanca versus Marisa rather. I don't know how that actually kind of plays. That's very odd.
I have no idea, dude. Like I've never seen this in my life.
I'm sure I've seen it, but it's just very odd. I'm not sure. I think she has to perfect parry the Blanca balls. But the way that Chew's been playing quite aggressively and quite with the mix-ups as well, you know, keeping his, especially with the lightning beast, right? That's what's been taken. That's what we saw Chew get carried by, quite frank, against Railgun. Yeah. He was doing some phenomenal work with it.
Putting the side switches in there as well with the hops.
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be fun to see. And then we've got Gaming and Andre. Andre might even go. I think he'll go for Ryu, but he definitely has options if he feels like it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna start off with the Ryu if I had to guess. Always has the other characters in the backhand, of course, if he needs it. But yeah, we're gonna start off, guys. Losers quarters. Chew versus Jumbo coming on right now, and here we go. Blanca versus Marisa, man. Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to this because I cannot remember if I have seen this like ever. So I'm looking forward to see how this works out for both of these players.
Indeed, let's go straight in with the aggression. Is Jumbo, he loves to throw it out there. Look at that.
Trying to get in with the haymaker there, if you will. Trying to get around the non-existent projectiles, but at least it's a good approaching tool as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. What you got, baby? Yes, there we go. The wild lift coming through into that Blanca ball.
There's the hops, man.
That should be dead, by the way. Yeah.
Blanca ball for the finish. Nice stuff there from Chew. And this is what I mean, man. Like those side switches, so incredibly hard to react to. then you get comboed, you know, for a full combo afterwards. That just hurts. And there's the Lightning Beast once again attacking on the damage. And once again, like, round start and corner secured here. But Jumbo getting their way out of this. Yeah, that's not going to work. The Gladius with the second hit coming through here as well for extra damage. Also coming through from Cherub, burning the house in the process. But Jumbo with the blocks and now has all the pressure at the corner. Stun with the DI. And with Marisa damage, this should be no problem. Jumbo getting around on the board, bringing us to the final round of this first game.
Yeah, very nice stuff there from Jumbo to get that checkmate situation. And level 3 is on cue for him, but saying that, Chu wants to get his momentum rolling, and we've seen how good he is doing that, especially with Lightning Beast, so he'll have that very, very soon.
Definitely working on it right now, trying to get it started with the jump in, the trade in the air coming through. Jumbo still has level 3, and we've seen how quick they are with the reactions on those, but it's going to be the counter DI clean here from Chu on those reactions. Actually cannot quite finish it off. There's the DI level 3 coming through, but no, it's too late. The Blanca charm was out long before, and Chu is going to take the first game.
Yeah, indeed. Very good. I like that Jumbo's challenging between these corner strings where he gets the Blanca charm ready and he tries to go for something. So we saw him achieve one interruption, but that one there wasn't quite working out. That is burnout in the first 10 seconds for Chu, and that is looking dire. We're going to get a guaranteed DI, I think. There we go. And we might get the charge combo. What you got? Yeah, charge this. Not going to kill, but he's going to get some serious damage. There you go. He's going to go for another DI attempt. I like that reversal though.
I like the attempt on the meaty DI there, but yeah, good reversal coming through from Chu, and now Jumbo the one in burnout, but in comparison to Chu, Jumbo has the level 1 to potentially get out of sticky situations. Isn't even in the corner yet, but still the damage is coming through, and there's the reaction. This is what I mean, man. This guy's just too fast on those reversals, man.
Very nice. I think that might have been at OS actually. I think that might have been at OS, so that's really interesting. I want to go watch that back properly.
The stall there on the connection was quite weird, but in any case, good reaction again.
Oh my god. Yeah, you ain't touching me, baby. Boot him into that and fold. Yeah, let me fix that back problem for you. Cracking. Quasimodo right there.
Chiropractic adjustment right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a whiff though. Jumbo cannot quite finish the round, gets a light on the punch counter, but cannot quite get the damage off it. Lightning Beast coming through here as well, Chu finding the hit in the scramble. And now there's the damage to Lightning Beast left, Blanca on the ground as well. But oh my goodness, what is happening right now? Jumbo is getting shot towards the air and landing on that Blanca charm. That was so weird. Oh my God. I told you, man, this is going to be jank.
It's janky if anything, but right now keeps him constantly pressured. Oh my goodness, does not let go. Wild lift. There you go, baby.
Lightning Beast.
Yeah, Lightning Beast has taken Chu so far. People forget that, you know, you talk about the star, we talk about Lavushka, level 2 from JP and JP Rashid, right? But look how strong this Lightning Beast is. He's done so much work for Chu.
Closing this one out as well off the back of that. 2-0 in this set.
Indeed. Alright, oh, what a fist. Keep my fist.
Okay, overhead attempt there is going to be counter-stanced away from. We're getting out of the corner from that. Oh, nice, good connection on the low there.
Yeah, definitely. He's been doing that quite a few times actually. He's been getting that tags into Oki. Really key to keeping that string of pressure up. What a lovely aerial ball right there. The hop kicks keep you in check, baby. Yes, I will. And he keeps it with the air throw. Oh my God, Chu, you are so rude.
Another throw afterwards. Oh my goodness, Chu. What a way to get to match point.
Yeah, definitely.
Chu is looking so good right now. Okay, connecting another low. Of course, you can't really armor those with the Gladius as well, so it's a very safe way to approach your offense on Marisa here. And look at that, the Blanca Chan combo in the corner, resetting it with the OD Blanca ball as well. There's another Blanca Chan. Look at the size of it coming through. The Blanca Chan electrocuting this poor woman, trying to go for a reversal, but no, it's gonna be jumped away from. How did you escape that hitbox? It's gonna be the perfect for Chu to close out the set 3-0. What the hell just happened, man?
Well, it's like, oh my god, the jump was just like, why did you jump? And then it's like, it didn't even connect at all. And that I need to look at that hitbox. I need to go have a look at that hitbox of that level 2 because it seems to anti-air, but doesn't catch you afterwards. I think that what it seems to be, for me, if I think about it, right, the hitbox of the meteorite is at the very top. There's no hitbox in the lower end of Marissa, so that's why he didn't connect. True, because even though he jumped afterwards, there was no connecting hitboxes there, so he just didn't get hurt.
Yeah,
Damn.
but yeah, I agree with Dalek in the chat. That was just nasty what Shu has shown
my
right there.
God.
Oh my god.
3-0 to boot as well, and that means we are moving on to our next losers quarters. Andre versus Gaming. This is going to be another fantastic set right here. Andre, of course, Gaming as well. These both very good, exceptional players. And Gaming, originally a Luke player, but now full-time on that Akuma and making it work very, very well.
Just a better Shoto, man. But yeah, guys, I mean, if that entertainment doesn't make you want to donate to the Matcherino, I don't know what will. Definitely, I haven't seen this this number move, guys. If you can get a few donations in there, that would be amazing. So if you are entertained right now from what you see on Saltmine League, man, some donations would be much appreciated. So definitely consider doing so. But yeah, we're gonna keep that up, guys. Next one coming up right now, Andre versus Gaming in our second losers quarters.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see how my boys do against each other. Gaming coming in from Belgium, and Andre, of course, UK. The brethren right there, shall we say, and instantly just setting the tone with slow pace Hadouken, that forward medium kick, not necessarily cancelable, but it's a checkable. It's like a trying to check your opponent as they approach. He chips away at their health very nicely.
Also, I like how we went to Marisa and Blanca, absolute craziness, to Shoto playing neutral. It's like completely different.
Yeah, exactly. See some support for Andre in the chat as he does get some. Oh, this to check the approach. Forward medium kick, both just reaching out each other. And Andre, one of his biggest weaknesses, and I'll say it very clearly on the stream, is that he likes to jump in on his opponent a bit too often, and he pays the price for it. We saw that happen in the Hansar set actually towards the end more and more often as he got frustrated, as he wanted to kind of force his pressure on his opponent. Can't just lay in. That's going to be punished. I think you could have done a bit more than that. Perfect parry on that, and you get
oh boy.
Ready for that, very ready.
Man, Gaming so risky. I mean, had some HP to play with, right? And in the end, found the reversal with the level 1. But yeah, Andre, I mean, at this point, was just too low HP, you know, to get those scrambles, to get out of that on top, you know. What you can do, I can do as well, you know. Level 1 reversal coming through with those fireballs there. But Gaming found a hit afterwards anyway. Now having Andre in the corner. Throw loop time, baby. Actually didn't go for any good.
Nice. Level 2, Shin Hashigeki. Not quite enough, unfortunately. Was hoping that it may have been, but his conversion is going to be beautiful. Not quite. Gotta get the DI. Yeah, there you go. He conditioned himself into that, right? He wanted to go for the level 2 because he thought it would kill. Unfortunately, he held it to the maximum time he felt possible.
Yeah, I mean, but even if he hadn't gone for the stun, right, he could have gone for a block string chip and up at the level 3, so Andre was just kind of done at that point. Kind of checkmated there in the corner. You can see already, you know, Andre getting hit by those stray hits, man. It's so much damage, and then missing the Tatsu afterwards. Gaming should be able to finish this one with the level 1 potentially. No, actually, tries to save it here. I like that he has enough HP to find a stray hit. There it is. Close out this round. And I have to see, Gaming just looks cleaner right now. You know, cleaner in neutral, cleaner by checking, you know, Andre's approaches, but getting something started right now.
Absolutely. Solar plexus there, and that's a big crumple right now. The safe jump gets perfect parried, and this is why it's important, especially against high level players, to mix up your safe jump options. Okay, go for an empty safe jump, right? Again, they might parry, go for the throw, you know, try and mix up those options. You've seen that you're trying to parry him now, so you've got to force the options, force his hand to believe in you. You may go for something else, and that should actually be dead, by the way. CA, Sip of Calamity, rent money is due, as my friend Tento likes to say, and that's going to be hurting.
Andre likes to get those collectors away, but now money is going to be collected, and Gaiman is prevailing 2-0 here. And yeah, just clipping. We saw it in between there as well. Andre once again going for those jump-ins, you know, just raw like that. It's costing him dearly. Well, let's see. I mean, the character switch is going to come through here from Andre. He has an Akuma, he has a Terry. So let's see what is coming in. I believe there's more characters too from Andre there, but this is the one that come to mind right now.
Yeah,
let's see what we're going to get.
I think we'll see possibly Ryu once again. I think he might just need a minute to kind of recoup. But we'll find out. Maybe he might switch it up. Oh, we're going to get into the Akuma. Alright, I see you, Andre.
Akuma mirror, let's get it. Countering strength with strength. See if he can do it. Already kind of pressing game into the corner. Good start here for Andre, but he has to keep it up, has to keep his offense clean. But yeah, there it is, another nice whiff punish there from Gaiman. This has been the name of the game so far here in this set. Very low.
Absolutely. Looking kind of sweet right now. Bit of patience here.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that God button right there. That button is so exceptionally good. You should be very wary of this. Stand short from Akuma. Boy, the Skull Splitter coming through. Careful now. Andre's kind of... The issue with Andre right now is he's putting himself into burnout quite a lot. And he does not want to be in that deficit. It's exceptionally bad to be in. Tries to confirm the trade. Yeah, tries to confirm the trade. Level 1 possibly. Gotta go for a period and then response. You can do it back. You can do it back. Oh my goodness. You should have gone for it back.
Oh, he could have done it back, actually?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Yes, absolutely, yeah. Because you're in the animation by that point, you can definitely do it back.
That would have been high level there, but
yeah,
and they're not quite on there with the reaction time. Maybe electing to save it as well, because seeing as how close this round was, and they're making out to have some good options here to maybe close out this round and get some of that super meter saved, you know? Keeping up the pressure here, coming in with the drive rush and the grab, getting Gaiman towards the corner, resetting with the Demon Ray. And still, yeah, there it is, the standing lightning, you said it, that button is so good. Andre is going to go into burnout, but it might not even matter because there's so much pressure on Gaiman in the corner, and Andre is going to close up this round, bringing us to the final round here.
Yep, and then at this point he has to stick with Akuma now. He hasn't got a choice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's going to have to make sure he pays dividends, considering that Gaiman is more the Akuma specialist, shall we say, in this. And Andre, I know, has been putting a lot of time into Akuma, so some things you got to keep on check.
Right.
Let's see how
Some
this goes.
HP now, one good interaction here from Gaiman, couldn't net him the set, there it is indeed. Cannot build a level 3, actually would have built level 3 by going to level 2 instead. That should surely be enough with the ball splat as well coming through, and Gaiman is going to close this one out. Valid effort there from Andre towards the end, but Gaiman is going to move on to play 2 in loser semis. But yeah, I mean, Saltmine's first in the standings right now out of the tournament.
Yeah, that's how it goes. He tried with a variety of characters there, as you saw with the Akuma. That's okay, it happens. But we're moving on. That means we're going to be into our top 4 here, Schwartz. Hansar versus Random, and in that winners finals, and then we've got Shu and Gaiman in that losers semis. It's going to be not very long now till we are at the end of the tournament. So make sure you check out that match Reno. Could we get the match Reno up for us? That'd be good to see. $52.54. Hopefully we can hit at least that top 2 payout. That would be great to see. I think that's really kind of vital. But I know there's a lot going on today, but regardless, we're going to get on. Yeah, definitely.
First of all, I mean, I've said, you know, no donations, whatever, but definitely thank you guys for getting all those 50 coupons claimed. That's always a nice thing for you guys to do. So shoutouts to you guys for that. But I mean, if we want to reach that 100, man, we're going to need some of those direct contributions. You can always get some of those 4 cents in there on the right side as well. But that's going to be a long way to 100, man, if you're not going to do with 4 cents.
Yeah,
but yeah, everything, of course, is appreciated, guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get into that winners finals, however.
All right, man. This is going to be a fun one. Hansar versus Random. Ed versus Senor. 2 characters you don't see too often, but still strong characters in their own right. But in Ed's case, I should say, not often anymore. used to be, he's all over the place, right? But
yeah, you know the
he
thing
has
about
fallen out of favor a little bit.
yeah, the thing is, he's still a good character. Don't get it mixed up, right? It's just okay. He lost a few privileges because he was extraordinarily strong, but he's still a very good character. And Hansar is right now obviously ending Walker, moving back to Ryu, which is more his playstyle, shall we say? But here he's making it work. He's making it happen.
Sure.
Saying that, come on, grab on deck.
And that's gonna happen to you, you know. Hansar keeping it cool. Good call out on the jump there as well. Manon, of course, limited options in the defense. So calling out those jumps a little bit more, you know, success prone for Hansar for sure with those flickers. And now going into the combo with the level 2 Psycho Cannon. Let's see it if he has it. Yeah, combo setup looks good all the way across the screen. Look at the damage coming through as well. And you're back into the corner. But jab is going to be found by Random. Trying to bait out the reversal, but somehow connects here for Hansar as well. And Random's just bleeding HP right now. Good block on the overhead too.
Oh wait, what a sweep. That plus frame, that is +1. Tries to go for an opportunity there, but Hansar so ready with the deep jump. Lovely stuff. And here he gets that first game, yes indeed. He's already ready on the mark.
Yeah, looking good here, Hansar. Starting off strong in our winners finals. And just getting those counter hits, man. Random is just trying to get some offense started, not trying to get, you know, passively pushed towards the corner. But as it stands, Hansar is looking good, calling out the command grab there as well. The backdash coming through, yeah. So far, Random hasn't really got anything.
The strings of pressure are coming through, and the sweeps again. Yeah, working out, man.
You know, Random might not have got his normal offense started, but those sweeps, they are landing. You gotta get something off of those. And so far, Random has not been able to do this, but we're still talking about Manon here. We're still talking about Random's Manon. Those rounds can go rather quickly if you're not dealing with your offense, but so far Hansar is looking exactly that. Unbelievably good here in those callouts.
Yeah, having these strings, level 2 right now for Hansar, not ready with the anti-air. Love that conversion into Manage Dore. The level 2 medals are good to go, but right now that is looking like lights out. Level 3 Psycho Chamber. Beautiful conversion and sequence of using that fire bar. Lovely stuff.
Hansar's just looking like he has Random's number right now. Very quick 2-0 here in our first to 3. Let's see what Random can do here. How are you going to adapt is the question. And you can't really leverage your range that much either because of those flicker knowledge, man. Oh man, this matchup, the more I think about it, the more atrocious it seems, man.
Yeah, definitely. The navigation for Random is a bit... Oh, what a lovely cross-cut dégagé there. I think that was beautiful. Wow.
Didn't even know you could do that to get a cross-cut there, but yeah.
Yeah. Really
quite
nice,
nicely getting that exactly. And now there's a hit on the jab, and that should be a confirmatory hiccup. There it is indeed. 3 medals first round and a win to boot. That's a good start for Manon.
Away, lovely check. Keep going.
Check there with the jabs, but again the reversal. Hansar loves that to keep Random in the corner, but yeah. The Menage de Ray, of course, you can also change that to a kick, and then I'm doing that, kicking out the corner, but Hansar with the Psycho Cannon is going to do some massive damage. Trades. Jump in. No command grab after the jump in. This could have been huge here for Random. At least building another medal, even if you lose the round, right?
Yep, exactly. Hansar on a very good advantageous position right now. I love the walk up in the instant block there. It's so ready. Not letting Random buy at any moment's notice.
Okay. Hansar staying safe, even in burnout, and there it is. Random running out of juice in the end there as well. And while it was played way slower than the first couple rounds we've seen from Hansar, definitely coming out with a win here at least. It's got to be match point now for Hansar here at our winners finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Random sitting on that level 3. He's reaching, but Random is not punishing. The flicker, yeah. Oh, no conversion just there. shot, just shy of it and flicking away. Level 3, where you got baby, but the neutral jump, that is dead by the way. There's no way. Oh, he drops it! Careful now, you're on perfect point as well. Beautiful, beautiful play there by Hansar. And as your angel might have predicted, Hansar might be looking to take this tournament right here and now.
Damn, Hansar looking incredible so far. That call out after the pull in with the flicker to call out the level 3 and do a neutral jump there was beautiful.
Yeah, really good stuff. Yeah, just goes to show how exceptionally he's playing. But it goes random in out in that losers finals. We're going to be moving into that losers semis. Chu versus Gaming. Going to be interesting. Gaming was definitely playing at a slower pace, like kind of like how he wanted to control the game and the set. We saw that against Jumbo, and we saw it against I believe it was Andre. That's right.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a fun one to look at.
Yeah,
guys,
yeah, definitely.
Some fun is awaiting you as well at the World Warrior tournaments coming up. Starting us off with the 26th on June here, EU Northeast for the first one on Thursday, followed up directly after on Friday by UK and Ireland, of course, and then the 2 days afterwards on the 29th is going to be EU West, and then
Tired for being ahead of my sliders, bro.
Hey, you're too slow, man. I'm. What am I supposed to talk about, man? I just have that one slide. But yeah, guys.
Can we get the whole schedules? Like, have you got the whole schedules? Like, we see the entire list of dates. Yeah, that'd be good to see.
I'm absent 1:30 in the 1:30.
Yeah, but you can definitely put it on.
No, I'm not doing anything today.
Not doing anything extra. Right, get on with the games then. Come on. Let's see how that one. What's the next one? It's going to be shooting at Gaming. Okay, yeah. Gaming was playing really well against Ras. That's who it was against. Ras was really like kind of overwhelming him.
Sorry for pushing today, guys. I really need sleep.
Yeah.
That's alright. We're almost done.
It's fine. It's all good.
Let's not hope for a grand finals recess. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you really want sleep.
I mean, if it's up to Hansar, you know, the way he's playing right now.
Oh,
This could be a very quick grand finals, man. That's what I'm saying.
Could be, yeah. 3-0 was a very convincing one in that grand. Winners finals, rather. Okay, here we go. Losers, semis. Oh, is it? No,
Nah,
winners
don't get me
semifinals.
wrong. I'm still enjoying these games. I'm just like, just super tired. I almost
get
did
you.
fall into sleep right now.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you. Definitely know that, you know, when you have like 1 hour of sleep or even less, maybe it's rough out there, man. But Chu and Gaming definitely looking like they had some more hours of sleep today. Definitely looking clean so far in the spec, especially Chu, you know, if I saw that correctly earlier, it's the first time of them making top 8 here in Saltmine, and already they're pushing it way further than just top 8. But getting kind of cooked in this round, though.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, there we go. Full medium kick check. Oh my goodness. Instant punish counter. You're going to press buttons on me, baby? I'm going to make you pay that price. DP comes right on through. What you got? What you got? Level 2 Lightning Beast will be ready at a moment's notice. One clip from Chu.
Yeah, looking for that one hit to confirm it. Right now is Chu. But yeah, Gaming keeping that Blanca at bay with those projectiles, man. Not getting anywhere close. Here we go, reversal coming through from Chu. Keeping Gaming at bay a little bit as well, trying to keep him towards the corner. But Gaming is here anyway with the combo, and that should be okay. Going for the level 2, why not? Spares a few seconds of animation. And Gaming is going to go on to win that first game. Quite fast as well. I mean, we saw some, you know, slow neutral there, but as soon as the offense was rolling, there was no stopping for either player.
Right now, doing very effective gameplay. Oh yeah, nose punish. That was an easy punish for you. Unfortunately, you didn't quite get it.
Not easy enough, apparently. Alright, that's an easy punish though. Gaming coming in. That slide, very, very minus for sure. We will also like slide reset in that combo there as well. There's another slide. Oh man, I think it's Chu trying to call out those projectors, but Gaming, you know, changing up the offense there, hasn't really thrown out like a single projectile in that round, and Chu still tried to read it.
Wild lift into the up flanker ball. Get the sequence going.
Yes. Those aerial resets, man, when the enemy tries to jump and you hit the button and then it's just weird and you go for a OD reversal afterwards. It's just scrambly situation for sure.
Yeah, Lightning Beast now on cue, and he's taking them right to the corner if he can, but anytime you set up mid-screen, that's dead. Sweet dreams, you get the river run slide, and that is a round for Chew, game in. He started off with a perfect, but he's got level 3 to take Chew the distance. Careful now, yeah, you're way too antsy with that reversal option. You didn't need to do it, you're just kind of throwing it out, expecting game in to fight, but you've got to respect your opponent, you know, you've got to show them respect. If you're throwing out reversal, that's dead by the way, yeah. You died for making that option. That was
not perfect, by the way.
Much as I love you, by the way, Chew. Much as I respect your Blanca, but that was a silly option that led you to death. You know, that's how it goes. You got to be really careful and make sure you test out these early options early on in the set. Now you're 2 games down. Let's see what choices he makes here.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Gaiman, we know him for being able to stuff those, you know, more aggressive players. We've seen it earlier with Russ, and now Chu on the receiving end of that as well. Nice reversal. Seeing that overhead coming towards him. Gaiman is ready. Playing a very cool game here with those fireballs as well. But as soon as he enters that slide range, he stops using them. Which is a very smart thing to do, because Chu has shown that they like to, you know, go for those river slides there.
Alright, that's dead.
Sorry.
You're dead. Sweet dreams.
Oh, well.
Oh no, he didn't go for level 1, he went for a safe jump instead. Let's go for the burnout. Careful now. That's it. Punish counter confirmed. Lovely confirmed from the punish counter.
Alright, you were greedy and you paid for it.
Well, that's what happens. You must finish your combos. In Europe, we're kind of greedy with the meter spend, you see.
We are. It's true. Alright, maybe, let's see, maybe Chu can carry that momentum to a win here. It would be incredibly important for their bracket run, of course. Gaiman already on 2 games in this set, needs 1 more, but Chu, okay, getting some good damage here. Pressure in the corner now. Oh my god! That heavy punch catching Chu jumping.
Trying to clear level 2, almost for Chu, but Gaiman will anti-AU exactly.
Oh man, that light kick coming through as well, extending with a drive rush, cancel into the level 1 this time. Gaiman is not playing around. But man, I know I keep mentioning it, but I said earlier, Gaiman is not using fireballs when he's in slide range. This time around, he did, because he conditioned Chu to not using that slide anymore, and then Chu got hit by those fireballs, man. It's incredible mixed up game here from Gaiman so far.
Nice, that's a good perfect parry. Doesn't actually, gets way too antsy with the punish on the roundhouse. And let's see what happens here.
Blanca-chan is back, baby, and the combo is
oh yeah,
you're
well. Dead. He's dead. Come on, surely. No. The side switch gets checked with the jab. Excellent. Careful now. 1 option. You're gonna make it right. And great check with that short. Excellent stuff.
My god. I almost thought Chu has kind of doomed themselves by side switching into the corner. I was so incredibly concerned, but no. Chu is keeping this set alive and starting off strong here in our 4th game as well. Good damage on the Akuma. Yeah, moving a few too many buttons though. Gaiman is there with those punishes. Nice little sweep to get us started. Okay. All side switch, okay. Good damage. Can you close it out though? Grat is not going to do it even with Akuma HP. But now a slight breeze will drop Gaiman's round dead. There it is.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Want to tie it up, does Chu? Can he? That's the question.
Ooh, ooh. What a call out. On that level 1. I like that there from Chu. With the lightning beast in the corner. Gaiman just holding that parry, getting some of that drive meter back. Very important here to not get chipped out. And into the burnout. Oh, the hits all can't be converted though. Gaiman's still alive in this 4th game.
Oh, yeah, that was a beautiful cross-up, by the way. I've not even seen that before.
No.
You're cheeky with it. He wants to make sure that he gets the game here and now. Great check on that driver's approach. Well, you got, baby, that meaty to take the round, and now on set point with that level 3 to go as well. Really nice cross-up there. I really like that. Their kick comes on right on through, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, when you parry, your hurt box is extended. So that's why you got that throw there, even though it's so far away.
Yeah, it looks a little bit weird, but it makes a lot of sense gameplay-wise. Otherwise, parry would be way too good, even better than it already is. Alright, let's go. Lightning Beast number 2. Started here from 2. Look at that damage coming through on that Akuma. Now the Lanka-chan is here in the corner as well. Punish counter grab. Holding out the parry, but no, cannot quite connect the hit. Gaimin was flying, but Chu was flying in the wrong direction. Cannot quite close out with the damage, trying to go for the slide, but no, it's going to be Gaimin there, trying to going to the level 3, not trying to, doing so. CA there as well, but it's not going to be enough damage. Chu is still alive. This is going down to the wire. Who was going to switch first?
Yeah, be careful to slide now. Looking for burnout. He's looking for it. Ah, you!
This gambles, but it is Gaimin who is going to come out on top. Chu worked on a very, very good comeback there towards the end, but Gaimin too clutch this guy, man. Even though it looked kind of bad towards the end, I have to say, I thought, you know, Chu almost had like the read on Gaimin at some point, but Gaimin manages to collect himself, you know, get the right reads, get the right adaptation, closing out this set 3-1 and moving on to play random in losers finals.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a fun one to see. Random and Gaimin are going to be exciting to watch. Very interesting because of the damage that Random can exert with Manon, right? So Kuma, of course, is that life deficit, but he can work wonders with the Kuma.
Mm-hmm. I guess I just noticed. Wait, I'm gonna get some light in here.
No worries.
It was going dark.
And that's why you gotta get that ring light. See,
Yeah,
someone called me. He was calling me Jafar. I think it was Ringe. He's like, because I've got the warm orange glow, right? Like, you look like Jafar. I'm like, you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. All right. So we are on that losers finals now, and we are near the final stretch. But to see who would get into that grand finals, will it be random or game in? Honestly, it could be either one.
Yeah, it's either going to be a rematch from the winners finals, right? Or it's going to be...
Gaimin, why did you even leave the lobby, bro?
That's a good question, actually. That is a good question. I was wanting to look up if Gaimin and Hansar have met, but I don't think they did in the bracket. Let's see. Where is the Hansar? No, seems like... Wait. Gaimin was in losers very early, I just noticed. I don't know, this is right there.
Well,
No, they haven't met yet. Okay.
Gaimin plays in another tournament. We don't wait to get disqualified. That means we get grand finals.
Well, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Is he like juggling 2 tournaments right now, or what's going
Which
on?
other tournament? Which other
I mean,
tournament?
that's normally not an issue, but
Tired.
no.
Oh, it's not even that. It's just like, actually, we don't want to wait 5 minutes or 10 minutes for you to run your set. Like, you know, what tournament is this one though? I've not heard another one on Sunday.
I don't know what he enters.
I know I'm going to get a DM later from Gaming.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're this far in the bracket, right? I mean, you might as well finish it. But oh well. So I guess we get the rematch then, Hansar versus Random in grand finals. So we've seen how that went earlier. Hansar definitely kind of walking all over Random's Manon with that ed. But we'll see if Random has the adaptations, man. It's going to be a tough one for sure, because you know those flicker normals. Normally you have the the long legs, you have the range, but not with Ed, man. Ed has I don't know what is that even, like vacuum kind of speed with the fists or whatever. So I don't know, man. I don't know the lore.
Yeah, well, the lore is, I think it's going to be a tricky one, because that was a 3-0 for Hansar, right? Mm-hmm. So it's going to be really intriguing to see how it works out.
Quick one too, if I remember correctly.
It was a very quick one, yeah. So Random's gonna have to quickly shake up that game and see how it goes.
Oh, we'll see, guys. You still have a few minutes left to get some of those
Ladies and gentlemen, grand finals, Hansar versus Random.
Alright, here we go, guys. Of course, Hansar coming off the winner's side, Random and loser side, but finish off what I was saying. Of course, the match arena is still open for you guys to donate to get some of that money to one of these two players. It would be amazing, but I mean, you know, we talked about how Random, they have to change up their playstyle. Working out quite well so far, getting some good damage started already. 4 medals, by the way, already. That's insane. Oh, that's fun. It's one for the finish.
Doesn't matter because he gets around anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, incredible first round here from Random. Had a lot of time to think about, you know, what happened in that first set between the two. And now the adaptation might come through. Let's see. Good damage coming through here. Okay, Hansar's finally getting something started for himself as well. But what a perfect parry on that flicker though as well.
Yep, they're about to come through. 4 medals now on cue. It actually only takes 1 combo. Oi, you're rude! Random has completely adapted to this one.
Yeah.
Gonna go the full sequence. Level 2 Esquale comes out, and that is the first game for Random. Looking for a bracket reset right now. So let's see how he goes.
We'll see. It's definitely going to be a good thing for Random. But I know somebody who's suffering in the background who definitely does not want to reset right now. But we'll see about that. It's not up to us, it's up to the players.
Alright. Jay comes through again. You know what? He's doing exactly what Hansar did to him last time, right? He actually just kept me jumping all the time, and Random wasn't actually very much ready for it. This time, Hansar is Random rather is returning the favour. I'm going to keep these jumping you every time you go for something or a reversal option, and I'm going to keep catching you and deal out a chunk of damage. That's why we've seen the perfect to start us off with in this second game.
Exactly. So funny thing is as well, Random didn't get a single medal for by maintaining that perfect, which is quite funny. So kind of still stuck on 1, but I mean, if you got a perfect on the board, you don't really complain, do you? Alright, the corner approaching with that jump, but Hansar is not ready, man. Kind of afraid of maybe going for those reversals, but here we go. Psycho Cannon.
Indeed, looking to carry that sequence over. I might even go for the Psycho. Number 1. You're rude. Lovely stuff, Hansar. What?
Full screen, baby.
Yeah, coast to coast. Beautiful stuff.
It's true. That round was definitely Hansar's. Let's see how Random can adapt here. Overhead coming through. Hansar not blocking that. Good check on the drive rush as well. Oh! That jump in level 3 available here for Random. I think he's going... Oh, actually he's not going to go into it. Going to get another medal started, but that's a reversal, and that is death. Random 2-0 with a double perfect, no less. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, look at that. He's looking to do the reset. And give it a bit of a hard time as well. But saying that, the load, the Gajay comes out.
For Random, you know, you clutch it out.
He's making it quick though. He's making it quick. That's the quick. Coming with the quickness and the thickness. Look at that. Right, to boot you to the face. Oi, the plus frames. That's another medal right there. Oi, Hansar, you're getting taken for a ride, you know. You need to fix up quickly.
But it's the exact opposite of what we've seen. It's the exact opposite of what we've seen in the winners finals.
But he's just ready. He's coming aggressive.
Reversal there. Of course, side switch coming as a bonus on that one as well. Random, nice reversal. Keeping Hansar in the corner. Doesn't have to play with. Okay, good connection though from Hansar, but kind of drops the combo. Look at those long legs there. The counter hit coming through. Nice enter air from Random. Going to another level 1 for the damage, but kind of bringing himself into the corner. But it doesn't really matter because Hansar is in burnout now. But going for the level 2, of course, trying to maybe hide behind that to be a little bit safer in the burnout. Going for that safe jump, but Random is not going to be frazzled right here. Oh, good connection though from Hansar. Getting around on the board. He's not going to get run over that easily.
Not over that easily, absolutely. Looking for an opportunity now. Love the little dash back. Gets caught in. And that's what I was talking about earlier, right? Manon's jumping heavy kick. It's like a dive kick. Puts you right in the noggin.
Right. Lakers this time around looking a little bit better, but again, those overhead side switch jump coming through, but Hansar is ready. Nice back throw there towards the corner. Again, level 2 for both players in there, but it might be Hansar who is able to finish over off, but no, can't quite get the confirm to level 2, but still keeps up the pressure with those normals, but no, again, no finisher. Another jump here, but Random with the drive reverse and get out of the situation. Oh, that's a miss, but there's no punish. No punish from Hansar, who is still stuck in burner. Another jump, but no, he's too slow, and that kills. It's a reset, baby. Oh, it doesn't kill. Wait, it might
We'll
not
find
actually
out.
kill.
We'll find out. It should be killing. We'll find out.
It's
The
CA.
last hit. There we go. Not
doesn't
quite.
Both
Double
players
two,
in
Saka
burner.
cannon. Saka cannon. Oi, trying to chip him. Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a reset.
It's a
Redoing
reset,
that.
baby. My God. What a scramble towards the end. With the jump too, getting the cross up. Oh. Holy moly.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be exciting reset here. I think that was quite a mauling there from Random's kind of side of things. He just really went in. He was like dog with a bone as well, you know, he would not let go. And I think Hansar's got a bit of a fight to put up here. He does not want to let this victory.
Pretty sure it was, yeah.
3-0, yes. He was close to 3-1 or 2-1, but it was a 3-0. Ended up being.
Alright. Now, no second chances. It's the grand finals reset, everybody. And Random again starting off strong with the perfect parry into the command grab. But of course, Hansar's there with the reversals where the overheads are just connecting. I remember that Hansar was so good at blocking those. What happened, man?
It's not happening no more, mate. He forgot the block. Boy, he thinks he's a block, but he thinks he's playing. Might playing Rev Guard, not Fatal Fury, mate.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Here we go. I mean, Random in the corner now. A chance for Hansar to make something happen. Good connection there. Can you finish it off? Though is the question. Level 2 coming through, and that should be enough damage. Or is it though? Is it though? It's not. Reversal. It's going to connect. And how do you clutch this round? Random is going to walk away with it.
Quite. The reset, the overhead. Right now, Hansar is looking to do something and make something happen here. He's on the deficit. Currently, Random is in the advantage for the first time of this set. Opportunity to throw into the corner. Oi, that is blocked. No, he tries to throw. You're being far too antsy with it.
No offense here from Random, but good check from Hansar. Still looking good in terms of the HP department, and they're baiting out some drive as well. We've seen that quite a bit from them.
Indeed. And let's see what happens as he makes the approach. Only needs one medal, one throw right now. That's the overhead, and that's going to be a nice little clip. Beautiful. Going to get Psycho Shuffle. Here we go. Give him a bit of a 1-2, 1-2. Lovely stuff. And Hansar keeping it afloat. It's very important right now.
The 1-2-3 flashbacks.
What the damn. Alright,
let's not go there. Alright. Well, here we go once again. This time around it is Hansar. As he finally found his footing is the question. Look at the damage coming through here. Random bleeding HP in the corner. But still, I mean, you know, there's more non rounds. They can go over quite quickly if Random gets some offense started. There's the sweep.
Beautiful. That's where the damage starts to lay in thick, and Hansar looking for something to clip right here, level 3. All he needs is one touch, and that's why he's reaching. Gets caught on the drive rush by the degage, and here they're both pushing buttons. Big jump in by Random. Might be careful now. Yeah, he's going for. I love how he's going for normal throws instead of going for the command throws. Beautiful anti-air, level 3. Gonna get Psycho Chain, but that's gonna take the first game of this reset for Hansar.
Nice reaction there from Hansar. Level 3 anti-air. It's very rarely you see that actually, but working out quite well. Hansar going to take the lead 1-0, but Random still looking quite nice. This is, you know, we went from a wash from Hansar to a wash from Random to an even footing here in this reset, and this is how it's supposed to be, man.
Absolutely. looking sublime right now. 83 seconds on the clock, plenty of time to work with. Random is causing a muck as well despite his reset. Hansar is now at advantage with the game. First to fire, 3 rather, sorry.
And I like that Random is not going to the parry stance right there when he sees the flicker, knowing that Hansar likes to bait that out, but still the normals are connecting here into the combo, but Random getting out of it with the jab, trying to extend the combo.
Yeah.
Maybe even delay it a little bit, but Hansar is good with the text.
Yeah, he's doing it like he's doing what Andre should have done. He's doing the delayed parry, right? He's doing a responsive parry rather than pre-active parry. I like that. Etoile comes out. That's not quite dead, I don't think. No. One more clip. That's looking for burnout. He's just clipping away. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Now he's going to look for something. Maybe the low. Cycle cannon on screen. He can get parries with this. He's a heavy one, and that actually tips him as he tries to get away. I love the choice, because of course the variant of the cycle cannons can be fast, slow. You know,
what if he were to quick rise though? Would it still have hit? Probably, right?
Yes, it would have hit, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the tech comes through. I'm liking the approaches here, slow but patient. The flickers, the dégagé again on the dome. Blocking low at full screen can be a deficit against Manon. Big anti-air, the cycle uppercut. Yeah, catches the cross-up opportunity from Random. 4 medals now on cue.
Okay, good damage there coming through. As I said, 4 medals locked and loaded here for Random. But connecting those command grabs is another thing entirely. Hansar seems to have woken up for sure. Look at those connections coming through. Level 2 available here for Hansar. Not going to go into it because he has no drive meter left, but Random getting the DI. He does not. Look at the sliver of HP. I think it's going to be an etoile for the finish.
Oh no, okay. I think it should have killed. Actually, it might have killed. I think the safer option is to go for what's guaranteed to kill, right? That's why he went for the level 3. And now you've got medals here to kind of stack you out anyway.
Yeah, level 1 would have been risky, but I think he could have connected an etoile there.
Also, Manon is a character who's not super reliant on OD meter.
That's true. She can definitely do her grappler shenanigans without meter as well, but
great choice of Cycle Chamber here from Hansar. Get that dry bar built back up. You need it, you want it, you need to spend it when you got it. So right now, Flickers, yeah, holding it. It's a battle of wits, battle of, you know, both got the guns out, you know.
That's a bit awkward, but nice play there from Hansar. Okay, damage coming through from connecting another one. 50-50. One by Hansar, good defense though, getting put into burnout, and there is the anti-air. Random is ready for that.
Why did you jump? Why did you jump? You had 68 seconds on the clock, there was no reason to jump.
Chase of Andre, man. I don't know. Sometimes it just happens to you.
I might well have been a bad influence. But right now, Random is on that game tournament point. Cycle uppercut, challenge through, getting clipped. Why did you not release? You fool. Yeah.
Oh, the trade coming through. Hansar incredibly low. Good block on the overhead though. Random trying to go for the DI, but Hansar is ready with the grab. Another jump. This time a bit safer, of course, because it's from further away, but still. Oh, the perfect parry on the DI though. Running out Random in the process, but it doesn't quite get the stun because it is a true block string. So Random.
You'll throw you out of it, yes. Far, he was 2+, and then you tried to throw. Should have gone for the neutral jump, you silly boy. Even a backdash would have worked out nicely. Tries to clip through the psycho shoot, doesn't quite get through there. Random now on tournament point. It's looking tight as ever.
It's 1-1, I think, no?
Guys, it's 2-1, wasn't it? Am I wrong?
No, it's 1-1.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's gone trained that fast. Alright, whatever. Anyway, level 3 is going to come through. Oh, it's Etoile this time. Etoile. Now we're on tournament game point, whatever it might be. Alright.
It's all good. The prophecy has come true.
Yeah, but I knew it was happening anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Exactly.
But, right. Alright. I've been a bit too aggressive. I like them kind of forced reactions out of Random and then baiting him and punishing him for it. Like, that worked a lot stronger for Hansar. Now he's just caught in a, like, kind of like a scramble. No anti-air.
I think some aggression is definitely warranted, because when we remember back to winners finals, it was Hansar with the aggression working out quite well, right? But then it was way too passive in the grand finals before the reset. So I kind of like this that we're finding a little bit of a middle ground here.
Yeah, random, but though however, he's answering a lot of the aggression. That's the thing we have to be very wary of. Now he's found solutions for it. You don't want to keep falling into that trap. That's part of the reason why random has now reset it. Yellow health, tries to go for that load. That's very risky. Very, very risky. I respect it, but it's far too common on random, and we see that a lot. And that's why someone like Hansar, we've seen him actually block at full screen overhead, like full screen crouching. So that's why a lot of times overhead has worked for him random. So going for these loads is a bit questionable.
Hansar definitely still tends to stick to that down back, you know. So that's why the overhead is working way better. Also, if its space is not quite as minus as the sliders, I don't think. But don't quote me on that. But yeah, Hansar looking good to maybe bring us to a game fight right here. Trying to go for the neutral up, maybe calling out a level 3, but random is not biting. Trying to save as much meter as possible for the potential final round coming up, but random is still bleeding HP here.
Absolutely.
Might have to go for it at some point.
Yeah. Something now, an opportunity here or there. Flick comes through, careful, random. Gotta be careful in defensive options, but right there in the corner, causing a mark. The eyes tries to bite through. Push pressure.
Oh, the whips! No! Both players just trying to tech or getting the grab right
well,
there.
he actually baited him. It was actually a bait from Hansar.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Went for that. Okay.
Yeah, he intentionally did it out of range, and then he forced a random to actually bite.
Oh yeah,
as well with the tech.
And as we know, you know, whiff grabs are plus on whiff as well. So.
Yeah, well, exactly. And then what happened there was he just went for the punish. You see how ready he was with the punish? That's why you knew it was a bait. Because he actually was instantly ready for the punish.
Well, we see game 5 now in this grand finals reset, guys. This is it. This is where it all ends. But for whom is going to be the victor is going to be the question here. Random again getting clipped here and there. It's not much, you know, but it is damage that's just piling up right now.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
It's true.
Level 1 on both sides. Random getting a bit messy here. Yeah, he's reaching and he gets clipped, and now
Hansar on tournament point. Can he win his first ever Saltmine League?
I think
he's making a good case for him right now.
Yeah, definitely. Random. It's definitely the gatekeeper right now. After that reset, big clip here. Let's see what we got. It's the opportunity now. I love the
By the way, if Hansar wins today, we only have this season. We only have first-time winners so far.
Ooh. All right, let's see if Random can stand away from that. That punish counter heavy kick definitely is going to work towards that. Okay, nice. He'll rush back there. Doesn't have the right flicker loaded, but look at that. Damage coming through from Hansar. Are you going to get it level 3? Yes, you are. Forcing the hand on Random.
Yeah, Psycho Chamber comes right on through. It's going to do a big chunk of damage right there. Might be getting him right with the aggression. Careful now. I love that attempt to bait Random into something. Level 2, the sweep comes on right on through. Burn out now. Careful now. The throw comes through. One touch is all you need. Looking for a whiff opportunity. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations to Hansar winning Saltmine tournament number 4 of season 5.
Yeah, excellent choice to go with the Cobra. We didn't see that actually very often, if at all. And to bring it out at the last second, he actually brought it out the very last second to clip onto Random there. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations.
That's incredible stuff.
That
low crush for the win. Beautiful.
Yeah, Saltmine League tournament number 4. You're the victor. Well done, Random. Oh, Hansar rather. Sorry, Random.
Oh, damn.
Well, we did try really hard. Do you know what? Random did, like, props to Random, because that was a fantastic reset into, you know, a very close reset finals, right? So that's how it goes sometimes, but Hansar managed to keep it up.
Okay, I mean, only first-time winners. This is beautiful stuff. There it is. You can see it. Let's go through it, man. Raygun and Ras on the 7th place right there. Both players showing up quite nicely. I was personally very impressed with Ras myself, you know, DJ main, all that stuff. Followed up by Jomo and Andre on 5th. Also doing amazing job with their characters respectively.
Yeah, and then of course we've got top 4 there. Chu causing some mess with that Blanca, that scary little setup. I don't want to see that one again, Chu, because I'll get a what's it called, restraining order on you. Gaming coming in there with the Akuma and Random in 2nd place. Hansar coming in from Italy with that fantastic Ed. You know, one of the best Eds, the best Ed in Europe, quite frankly, right?
Has to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal stuff. Congratulations to you. You are the victor of tournament number 4 for season 5. 256, fantastic stuff. We love it, and congratulations. So that means that is the end of our tournament. Meet Any last words?
Yes. Thank you very much to Rosu and Schwartz for commentating today. I hope you had fun.
Pleasure.
Commentating for the
had
first
so much
time
fun.
together, right?
Yep.
So,
Yes.
Hope you had fun, guys. You know. Next week. Yeah, see you next week.
Next week.
See you next week, everybody.
Once again,
Alright, guys.
you know, we only have first-time winners so far this season. Crazy.
True. Maybe
Maybe
we
we'll
can
get
keep that
another
up.
one. Yeah, maybe. I'd love to see that. I think that's a testament to how well players are playing, and there's a variety of strong players rather than one being consistently the winner. So it's good to see. Alright guys, I think that is going to be it from us. I've been your boy Ruz, and of course Short Skills there as my co-commentator today. And Rita's holding it down, of course, on production and running the tournament. Thank you so much, guys.
I
I
sent
think
you over to the guy who actually will do Hessen Crash, you know, make sure
Oh.
to...
Sinjul. Yeah, give him
some
some
love.
love.
Make sure
guys,
to
leave
come
some
to
love.
Hessen Crash, okay, everybody?
Exactly.
Alright.
There it is
Peace out,
again.
guys.
See you around, guys. See ya.
Have a
Peace.
good one.
This is pretty much don't get hit moment. Oh my god, you got hit!
Oh my god!
About to get super out. It was so clean.
Oh, there it is, the nice reaction to DI.
Don't want any of it. Trying to try push again. Caught him jumping back. Overhead, still going.
Yeah, he can indeed just chip, but...
Oh, no way!